Hello everybody and welcome into today's game. We're going to be bringing out a classic, Fallout. A post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear role-playing game. See, I don't even know the name. I'm sure many of you here who have heard me talk about the game before know that this game holds a special place in my heart because I had turned 11 and my family thought it was time for me to get my first game. And they wanted to buy me my first game. And of course, the game that I wanted was the anticipated StarCraft, which was releasing in 1998. And I was 11 at the time, and they had recently seen an Aliens movie and thought that it would be like Aliens and said, oh no, far too mature for my son. Look at the Confederate flag on the book. This is clearly an adult, mature rated game. And then my mom said that she saw a box in there called Fallout, a post-nuclear role-playing game, and was like, oh, like Dungeons and Dragons, and look at the guy with the cute helmet. And that was the basis of buying this game for me. Little did they know that Fallout 1 and 2 are probably a lot worse than StarCraft in many ways. So very family friendly, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cut that music. I love that track, but Jesus Christ, it's so long. So I had asked chat, has anyone played the original Fallout games? Scott Dog says, yeah, due to you, I played Fallout 1 and 2. Hell yes. After playing in your amazing RPG, I miss Garth and Jack. Very family friendly. Well, I got news for you, Scott Dog. I'm holding my breath because it's pending on a credit check. And of course, I've been unemployed for 6 months. So some of my school loans have not gotten paid as much as they should. But if I pass the credit check, I could be starting a new job as soon as this week, which means we will be kicking off our Fallout secondary campaigns sometime this fall or winter. So you all will be back. We're telling an alternate story, so I'm debating on if I should just go with my alternate timeline of where I would want Fallout to go, or if I wait for the second show and see what they introduce and try to tie it in. I'm not entirely sure. I might just go my own way. However, I did decide, because a lot of people are a little disgruntled at Shady Sands being nuked by the Enclave, I mean Vault-Tec, and I actually say that doesn't bother me that much. You know, the NCR would have had some setback, sure. They were already dealing with the setback, and we're going to go into the history of the NCR in these games so that you can see that not everything was sunny and rosy after Tandy died. Aaron Kimball and the 3 failed presidents before him essentially sold the NCR to robber barons called Brahmin barons, and their entire economy was controlled by the barons, which means losing Shady Sands didn't really hurt the NCR economically as much as people think they did, but it definitely would probably, if they didn't have designated survivors, bring on a new wave of politicians. And I'm not entirely convinced that they'll be corrupt. A lot of people were sick and tired of Aaron Kimball and everything he did. But we're going to review the perspective of people from Fallout 1. So let's go ahead and do it. It should pop up here. Hang on. It's not. Excuse me, sir. Okay, let's do Steam, and then let's go over here and do the game again. Click on the game. Do I have to do a desktop capture? Because I will. Alright, fuck it. Let's do a display capture. How about them apples? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not like this is a high FPS game anyway. Okay, so we're going to go new game. We played this about 2 years ago, and we're going to play it again without chat versus streamer. Although chat versus streamer was fun, this is more like lore research. So we are going to go to modify this character, because there's a few things, and I've got my notes here on how I want to build, and I'm going to go over what the build is. This is not going to be a build where, oh, I know the meta game and I want to meta it. This is just how you should build your character if you're so interested. So we're going to remove these traits, and we're going to nuke everything to 5. And we're going to go over what these do, because what they do in this game is actually very different than even what they do in the other games. So we're going to nuke everything. Now remember, 5 is average. This is the average human, right? So first of all, I want to make a sniper or long range guy. The reason why I want to make a sniper or long range guy is because, as you all may know, at the end of the game, you're going to encounter super mutants that are working with robots that have flamethrowers, missile launchers, machine guns, and it's fucking bullshit. I didn't look anything up, so I had the shittiest energy weapon and went all in on energy. Here's the trick. You can go all in on energy, but what I recommend is you wait until you get energy weapons that are useful, and then when you get a perk point, you use the perk point to get the 4th tag skill. Once you get the 4th tag skill, put that in energy and then level that up afterwards. Damon Shake, hello. Let me give a shout out to Scott Dog and Damon Shake real quick. They are longtime supporters, active streamers, and wonderful creative outlets. And absolutely love the hell out of them. So, here's the thing. We want strength to be 6. Does anyone know why we want strength to be 6? In the beginning. Yeah, exactly. Yes, this is, by the way, go look up the Nearly Ultimate Fallout Guide. The one I recommend you use is character design. Character design breaks up the code of the game and tells you what traits are actually bullshit, because there are traits that you can get that are absolute bullshit. Like, they don't help you in the context of the game. Don't look up the walkthrough, though. Not for Fallout 1, because Fallout 1 is so fucking easy. Like, it's not easy if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? But it's easy in the aspect of it is not... It's an absolutely brutal RPG, but it's not hard to figure out what you are supposed to do. Now, once you play Fallout 2 for the first time, I would recommend using a walkthrough, because there are so many... Your natural instinct is to go into the den and accept every quest, but the den has like 3 or 4 quests that are timed. Some of them even conflict each other with factions, so you can't do everything. You need the strength to meet... Well, yeah, it's not necessarily the perk bonuses. It's that rifles in the game require a certain amount of strength. First off, I will tell you I'm going to do Gifted. I don't necessarily think Gifted breaks the game, because what Gifted does is Gifted... Look at my skills. Ugh, right? However, there are ways to fluff that. But really, this is just going to give you more of an experience so that if Ian dies, and trust me, Ian will die. I have never been able to take Ian to the end of the game. At some point, Ian's going to get fried, which breaks my heart. But with companions literally being taken away from you in a moment's notice, and you can't get them back, you need to be able to stand up on your own. Otherwise, the last 2 hours of the game are an absolute grind, and it can really leave a bad taste in your mouth. All right, so there we go. We've got 6. The next one that I recommend... No, I don't agree with this walkthrough on that. I actually think that's kind of stupid. I really don't agree with that. He's like, start off with like 3 or 2 charisma. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe Ian will last longer if you turn him into a gold. Maybe, although last time I was playing with Ian, he got shredded apart by a friggin' minigun. So, come on. Okay. So here's what I recommend. I don't recommend bumping up charisma, and I'll explain why. Perception needs to be 8. You know, perception is really cool because there's a perk that you can get where it gives you very detailed observations, and some of them are so freaking funny. Hello, Sun Yangtze, let me give you a shout out, and I'm gonna give Wait and See a shout out as well. I said Sun Yangtze, I'm in Polyfo. God, my brain is not working. I'm not going to be streaming very long today because I am hocked up on antihistamines, and it's only a matter...
Emotional damage!
Oh, shit, Wait and See. I thought you were streaming. We'll go follow Wait and See anyway. But I basically, I am going to start fading. So, Perception 8. I definitely recommend you have a high perception. It's not as important in some of the other games. Endurance 5. Okay, here's the thing about endurance, folks. Endurance does not fucking matter in Fallout 1 and 2. Look, I start off with 31 HP. If I bump this up to 10, then my poison resistance is 50, my radiation resistance is 20, but I only get 10 more HP. No, that's stupid. Lower it down to 5, keep it at average. As you can see, my poison resistance does go down to 25, but that's not really a big deal. Hit points, initial hit points go down by 10, but after this, the hit point gain is the same per level. You know what I mean? You get the same amount of hit points. So, really, endurance, I would not bother. I wouldn't bother. Charisma, and this is going to be shocking, a 2. A 2 or a 1. Because in Fallout 1 and 2, it's your intelligence that controls your dialogue. Everything else is done by speech, which you could put points into. Therefore, charisma is not really that important. Now, in later games, it is important because it controls the amount of followers you can have, or companions. But as anybody who's played Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 know, having so many companions is a detriment to your survival. Ian will shoot you in the back, and you will die a lot. And that's just with one. The moment you have 2 or 3 traveling with you, it's an absolute massacre. They'll also kill each other. So, charisma has nothing to do with speech. It'll say, too, if you click on speech, oh, base 25% plus 2 times charisma. So even if my charisma is 10, that only gives me, like, a maximum of plus 20, right? 25% plus 20. It's 25% increases with the skill, too. So you really don't need it. All that does for you, charisma, is gives you better prices and stuff, but I assure you, if you're going to loot everything under the sun, money is not going to be an issue. Most vendors don't even have that much money, and it's going to be really annoying if they're always giving you top dollar for your crap, and you're always carrying crap. So I lower it to 2. That way I'm selling more and bartering more. Intelligence, bump this up to 8. Not only does intelligence help your skills, it helps how many skill points you get per level, but intelligence will also, I'm going to remove these, intelligence will also increase the number of experience points you get as well as your speech options. So always do that. Agility, 10. Now, or agility 9. You're going to develop these stats anyway as you go through. There are things you can get, things you can wear, quests you could do that will increase these. So never max them out. Really poor decision. And even in Fallout 2, I don't do 9 agility. I do like much less because there's ways that you can get agility and perception through training with people. And luck is 8. Now, I don't do luck builds often, but you know, it is nice to have. Wait a minute. Let's do luck 9. Yeah. Let's do endurance 4. I really don't need... Look, only 2 points less. Ooh. So we're going to do intelligence 9. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We'll be able to buff these up as we play. But this is the ideal build, at least for me. Now we need to talk about traits. We've already taken Gifted. Gifted is a big one. I recommend Gifted to anyone who plays this game. Maybe what we'll do, and I need to go back to my traits list to see which ones are kind of useless. And I'll explain why. Useless perks. Animal Friend. Animal Friend in this game is useless. So never get Animal Friend. Not perks. Where is the traits? Anyway. Oh, yeah. Before we do traits. The skills you should always start off with. Small guns. Speech. That compensates for the bad, you know, shit that we have. Marshmallow fishing gear is now available in current 76 season. Nice. Is Lucky worth it in Project Zomboid? I don't know. I don't usually go for things like that. I would watch a video on it and look for those number crunching videos, because to be honest, like, look at us in Project Zomboid. It's not even winter yet and we have so much crap, but it's winter that breaks you. So, lockpick. It is hard to break doors down in this game. Fluff up your lockpick. You're going to want that to like 65 or 80% as soon as possible. Obviously, with us being so fragile, I'm going to be working on small guns. But lockpick is pretty critical. And then as for the traits, I'm thinking small frame or finesse. That's more critical hits. You're more agile. So that would bump it up to 10. But it reduces my carry weight by 50 fucking pounds. All right. I'm thinking I'm going to go finesse. Ooh, fast shot. That's it, fast shot. No. Undo finesse, do fast shot. You don't have time to aim at a targeted attack because you attack faster than normal. It costs you one less action point to use a weapon. Okay, then we're not doing that. What that means, and this is kind of how you have to think about it, right? Fast shot. One less action point. So if a bullet takes 5 action points, it'll take 4, which means I could potentially do more. My current agility is 9. So if a round is 5 action points, then that means I can only attack once, right? That's okay, though, because in Fallout 1 and 2, you want to shoot your target and then step away, so that when they come up to melee you, they burn all of their AP and they can't attack you. Then you shoot them and then you step away. That's how you have to play these games. However, you don't have time to aim for a targeted attack, which means there is no sniping because I can't do headshots. So we're going to do finesse. I think that's it. That's my build. That's it, done. I accidentally named myself Max Stone. Whatever.
You're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system is
Which
giving
is
up
in the show,
ghost.
by the way.
Can't make another one, and the process is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water. No water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have. You need to go find us another controller chip. We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe. Okay?
This overseer is so kind. You know, this is something Fallout, the newer Fallouts could use, is the airlock system. It always cracks me up in Fallout 3 and later when they blow off the door to the vault and the vault's just like, I guess we're effed. Ooga. Exactly. Exactly, Jazz. Don't worry, the game doesn't look like that. It looks worse. Okay, now let's, now there's a few buttons you should know. In this game, you can actually, ooh. If there's an item nearby, you can press shift and look it up. And in fact, there's a bunch of keybinds, which I'm going to bring up on the screen, that I've got saved that are super useful. Because a lot of people, when they play this game, they try to navigate via the mouse, but there is some hotkeys, right? This tells you what the hands do: drop item, use /get, examine, use inventory item on. Another one that a lot of people don't use. These you'll find out as we play. But attack, character screen, inventory, Pip-Boy 2000, Pip-Boy clock, etc., etc. Now, in the earlier games, 1 and 2, Pip-Boys were tablets. They were not wrist-mounted. That was something that Fallout 3 did, and I approve. Use lockpick 2, use sneak. So how those work, right, is the use skills. And this is probably the most important thing, is when you look at your skill decks, they're like sneak, lockpick, steal, traps. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how it works. That way you don't have to keep on opening this menu. Now, I know that I'm blocking this menu, so I will tell you what my percentages is every time I open this, just for better understanding, because this is a D100 system. Just because you have 90 lockpick does not mean you're going to succeed every time. There's a 10% chance you will fail. So we need this animal to get pissed at us, but before it does, we have to equip some items. Do we need to reload? No, we don't. Oh yeah, that's what the green bar is. That's right. Okay, it's coming back to me, chat. So we want to keep our distance away from these rats. It's also dark, so as you can see, our range is affected, but 50% is pretty good. So I'm going to shoot, and then I'm going to run back. In my turn. Apparently, it was not bothered by my attack. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. So it just doesn't care. I do recommend, though, that you, Wait. Come on, Mr. Rat. You do kill these rats, though, because leveling up in this game is not easy. A lot of the leveling up that you do is through dialogue, which I do appreciate. There we go. So, you shoot, and if you don't kill it, you run back. Then, because he attacked first, I get to shoot again. Okay, I don't want to waste my ammo, so I'm going to run back. There we go, dead rat. And while I'm here, nothing. See, because I didn't do fast shot, I can only attack once. Let's reload, and then use the other 2 squares to move here. Then, I'm going to blast this rat. And move to here, and then end my turn. Here he comes. And here we go. Dead. In combat. Okay. Let's catch up on chat. You could always get to play the Wolfenstein reboot version. You could always play the Wolfenstein reboot version. You could play... Nah. I liked the 2 new Wolfensteins, but I think that Wolfenstein's Youngblood, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play Wolfenstein anymore. It got too Bethesda-fied. Totally took a step in the wrong direction. I highly doubt the people at id Entertainment were like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's kill the main character, even though he's so important to our brand. Let's see. We're going to let the break end. I'm just going to go fight, and then I'll talk afterwards. Oh, look, you walked right up to me. And you didn't die. Great. That time you died. In the turn. Alright, we're going to continue. There we go. Another rat's coming up to us. Blast him in the face. And now he's dead. Okay. We're going to reload, which takes 2 action points, and then we're going to move over here. There we go. I'm basically trying to get these things to aggro me. Because if they aggro me and I don't kill them the first time, I can take a step back and then it's my turn again. See? So that was the surprise round. He got to initiate it since he charged. And now this is the normal initiative. We'll hit end turn. There you go. This is how you maximize your action points to get as many shots off as you can. Now, I'm not a melee character. I'm not going to pretend to be a melee character, and I'm not going to rely on melee, but that doesn't mean I won't use it from time to time. Let's see. Blammo. And I'll reload, and then I'll move back. Okay. I need to aggro this rat. Oh. That wasn't good. That wasn't good either. Okay, I'm going to end my turn. I miss the rat so much that the rat isn't even interested. Come on, rat. Turn around. All right. My rat killing skills are remarkable. Well, thank you very much, Jess. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Dead rat. Okay, I'm going to get caught up on chat because I did that when an ad was playing. I apologize. Let's see. This is all new to me since I never played 1 or 2. Watched Scott Dog play for some of it when he streamed. Okay, great. Yeah, and if you guys want to catch up on any episodes that you missed, you could always check YouTube. I think this will take like 4 or 5 streams to beat Fallout 1 and maybe 10 to 12 to beat Fallout 2. The Old Blood and New Order were good. New Colossus wasn't that fun in my opinion. Used too much comedy. I agree. The comedy was a little weird, especially with subjects so dark and sensitive. Gameplay was fun, but repeat missions were annoying me. Exactly. By the way, YouTube, if you see something, want to comment, I don't mind if you even talk about the game. Why is it not scrolling? This should scroll. We're playing on hard, we're playing on rough, we're playing on maximum blood. Oh, by the way, I don't play rough on Fallout 2. You'll find out why. Targeting only, verbose combat, language filter off, running normal. I don't always want to run. Subtitles on, and you'll know that sometimes there's levels with green ooze on the ground. You do not want to run through it. Item highlight is on, affected player speed, text normal. Everything's looking okay. I could have swore there was a way to pan the screen. Jesus. I guess not. So we're going to use the arrow keys. All right. We want to kill as many rats as possible. Now, see, look. So for some reason, I can't do it to the right. That's so weird. Huh. Okay, we're gonna check on something real quick. I have a little XP calculator here. I think if you kill the rats, you could do like... I think you get quite a bit of X. Yeah, so killing the rats is worth it. Killing the rats is worth it. Also, we come back to Vault... Ah! Oh no, I didn't even see those fuckers. Yeah, let's fall back. And then because he surprised me, I get to go again. We'll reload because that always sucks. And we're going to go probably up here just so that we could aggro more rats. Okay, rat number 1, you're dead. Bam. I missed the rat. I'm actually glad he didn't go twice, even though I initiated the combat. Yeah. There we go. In turn. Let's move up a couple. Blast this fool. Or not blast the fool. You know what? Maybe I should just stop. I'm thinking maybe I should just stop. I'm obviously not very good with the pistol. We'll blast this one. Am I just ass? It could be because it's dark. Hey. Cave Rat was hit for 7 points and was killed. He ain't dead. Mike Burnfire with a raid. You know what that means, chat? Hey! All right, we've got a follow from Sleek Squirticle. I love that name. Welcome in, Raiders. All right, chat, you know what that means. Grab your swords and grab your shields and man the wall, for we are being raided. Those of you with Mike Burnfire's chat, if you're here for a good time, skull to you and welcome in. So we're doing a little bit of a lore run on the Fallout games before the TV show comes out in December, and Fallout 1 is a special game for me because it was the first game that was ever bought for me. My parents saw the Alien movies and were like, oh my god, this StarCraft game our son wants is going to be too dangerous, too adult, too gory, so they got me Fallout. That was my first computer game ever when I was 11, so... Turns out Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, way worse than StarCraft. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out, my friend. Well, it was Squeakquirticle or Slinky Nuts, and Twitch streamers don't like that name. I have somebody named Mix Nuts, and it's spelt with the same N-U-T-Z. That's funny. Property the Alcoholic, good to see you again, Mr. Fancy Panzer. Hello to you, Doc. Welcome back in. Karenis, hello to you. And Mike says hi. Mike, how did your Banjo-Kazooie game go? Okay. Wait a minute. I missed the rat here and killed one of these. That is so funny. That's why that one jumped me. It's going good, LSU fan. How's it going with you? Okay, here we go. In combat. And we're going to do a little right scroll here. Come on, see me. Come on. Yeah. So I'm going to shoot you. And then I'm going to use the rest of my action points to reload, and then I'm going to end my turn. Combat's over. Just like that. Every rat I kill at this level gives me 25 experience. How long ago was this made? So this game released in 1997 and Fallout 2 released in 1998. Birthday, bro? Hell yeah, 45. It's a good age. It's a good age. I'm only saying that hopefully because I'm 39 and I'm going to be 45 soon. Man, my dad is 40. Wow. Well, welcome, Sleek. Appreciate you reminding us of the mortality of our life. You know what? I'm just gonna go into my Pip-Boy here and add a timer for my death. Yeah, that was it. Okay, hopefully that does it for you, Sleek. Jesus. Reaching unk status? Oh, for fuck's sake. Somebody ban that guy! Thanks for reminding me of the mortality of my parents. Okay, that's fair. Now you're all's not a day under... Jazz, fuck you. Okay? Not all of us can be a beautifully bearded adult who's 120 pounds. Yeah, you fool. You walked into the light of my Pip-Boy. Ha 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 ha! Come on, rat. Come bite my shoes. Oh, no. He's coming to bite my shoes. Ah, I'm a fool! Take that, rat! 95% chance to hit, and I still miss? What? I was gonna say, what are the chances? But clearly it's 5%. He has apologized, my lord. May I... Yes, he may be spared based on his ignorance. Was 120. Was 120, more like 200-ish. Yeah, Jazz was over here going, well, I used to be 120 pounds. And I was like, damn, good job, Jazz. I can't imagine you with that slender body. The military really bulked you up. He's like, well, actually, it was when I was like 12. Then why does that fucking matter? You know what, Jazz? At one point, I was 80 pounds. Trying to get freaking praise and accommodations for being 120, and you're talking about when you're 12? Bullshit. I was 120 at 24, 18 years ago. God damn, Pika. I've seen your picture. I believe it. You were 103 at 16. What was that, 3 years ago? I know. When I last paintballed, I was 120. Wouldn't it just make more sense if you're like, when I last paintballed, I was 12? Come on, rat. Bite my feet. Goodbye. Goodbye. I strategically retreated. Yeah. We did it. Now I need his other rat friend to see my shoes and come after me. Come on, little guy. Come on. I want that. Fine. Execution style. Hell yeah. Let's reload. In combat. Sniper stance. What is your Jazz impression? I have only one eye open. Honestly, I don't have an explanation for that. I think in my mind, he just looks like Popeye with a beard. Bluto. He's Bluto. I don't know why. You're gonna go grab a cigarette for your back after that stuff? Yeah. Us old people, you know. Okay. So, Vault 15's over here. Now you can head to Vault 15 if you want, but you're not really intended to. Let's go this way. Shady Sands, where'd you go? In the desert, I wanna know. Where the fuck is Shady Sands? Aha! What is this? Unknown. Ah, welcome to Shady Sands. I just turned 29. Am I there yet? You're there yet, Doc. Doc, you've also laughed at my dad jokes, so you're an honorary member anyway. Okay, so we have Seth. By the way, fun fact about Seth. You'll find Seth on the paper NCR money in New Vegas. That is because Seth is the founder of the Rangers, not the Desert Rangers, not the Veteran Rangers. He's a founder of the Rangers that like Ranger Andy and stuff. So he's really an important character that doesn't get enough love. So we're going to go talk to Seth. Seth. Good day. I'm called Seth. How can I help you? I'd like some information. Information? Well, what do you want to know about? I would like to know about this place. Well, Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We do have our own irrigation system so we could grow our own food. If we were not plagued with raiders and rad scorpions, we would have no problems. I want to know about the rad scorpions. Those damn rad scorpions have been after our Brahmins since we moved here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't get poisoned trying to keep him out of the pens. Last week they took my brother Jarvis. Roslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means to help us, why don't you talk to our leader, Aradesh? I would like to know about this place. I want to know about the raiders. There are several groups of raiders. I organized guards like Ian to help fight them off. There was a band to the southeast of here. Watch out for them. Maybe. Okay, nothing else. Now, you can barter with most characters. Some you cannot. So that's Seth. We had to laugh for Jazzy said he'd ban us. Good. Jazz is finally doing his job, and I'm glad to hear it. I think I know why this isn't working. Let me do something real quick. Gosh, dang it. That's why. Okay, hang on. So, there is no full screen in Fallout. Well, I mean, there is, but it doesn't handle, like, high-def resolutions well. So you kind of have to come in here and fudge the game a little bit, but that's why the side-scrolling wasn't working. And it still isn't. So, we need to move this just a tad like so. No, not auto-snap. You're really starting to piss me off, game. Fine. I know, it's really annoying to hear the Fallout. Shrink it down. Bring it up. Put it up here. If this is how it wants to play, then that's how it wants to play. There. Then I go back to OBS because I frankly hate seeing the stupid freaking white Windows bar. I know that was normal on games back then, and I hated it back then too. So we're just going to go snip and cut that off. That was not the right screen. Gosh dang it. Snip and cut that off. And then, there we go. Now see, that looks just fine. That looks just fine. It's fine. So being able to scroll will help. Does alt, not really, not for this resolution. It gives the address bar. Windows 11 will do it automatically, which thank God, but a peasant. I got nothing to say to you, stranger. By the way, if you're watching from Australia, sorry, my Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 has kids in it. I know you guys banned that, but yeah, not for me. Dr. Roslow is down here, so let's talk to him first. That is not Doc. Oh, it is, yeah. I'm Roslow. Can I help you? Tell me about rad scorpions. Sorry. Scorpion. I may have to go talk to... God damn it. Sorry, no clue. Yeah, I have to talk to Eredish first. Not right now, but it was nice meeting you. Roslow. Hello. A peasant. That's Tandy. Let's go talk to Tandy. She's cool. This is the future president of the NCR.
Hi. I heard there was a traveler in town, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw you. My name's Tandy. What's yours?
My name is Max Stone.
Well, how do you like our little town? Bored yet?
Hell yes, there's nothing to do here but watch Brahma meet. I guess it's okay. It's okay. Can I ask you a few questions? Well, yes, it's a bit boring. No, let's kind of bond with her, but I don't want to be, like, rude. Well, yeah, it's a bit boring.
Finally, someone else who sees. Of course, you've probably been everywhere, so this must be hell for you.
If you're so bored, why don't you leave?
Me? Leave? I wish. I don't know enough to leave alone. No one else wants to go. And worst of all, my father says he would have a heart attack if something happened to me.
Tough situation. Can I ask you a few questions, though?
Sure, I guess. I've never been out of here, so I don't know what help I can be. So, what you need?
What else is around these parts?
There's a bunch of cities down south, but since you're such a great traveler, I'm sure you know that already.
Thanks.
No problem. Anything else?
What's going on around here?
We got rad scorpions. I mean, I know it's not a good thing, but no one's died from the stings. And it's the closest thing to excitement we've got here.
Have you heard any stories from down south?
Just stuff. No problem.
Thanks.
Anything else?
How do you like it here?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it is home and all, but it's so boring. You know, I want to see the world. Me,
Okay, we got to go through
you?
this loop.
Sure, I
Tough
guess.
situation. All
I've
right,
never been out of here,
and
so I don't know
well,
what
that's
help I
about
can
it.
be.
Can I barter with you? She's willing to trade. Ooh, she's got a stim pack. How much will you take for these? 70. How much do you want for the... Nah, I've got 4 stim packs. I'm good. Thanks, homie. All right. Goodbye. Well, that's about it. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for talking. We don't get many strangers here, so it's always good to talk to new people.
Well, you know, I'm such a nice
See
guy.
ya.
Bye. Okay, so first off, let's go to preferences real quick because the audio seems a bit... Speech volume.
War
Let's go.
never changes.
Okay, yeah, that's right, Ron Perlman. Thank you so much for that. Done. You know what? We didn't see the intro to this game. Shame on me. Let's save over... Yeah, we're just gonna save over this. Yep. We're gonna call it stream. Stream. Done. Okay. Let's go to the main menu because I am an idiot and didn't realize that, we didn't watch the intro to Fallout 1. Like, what am I, a noob? Get ready for copyright, but I can actually cut it out. Welcome, YouTube. You guys get to see this live, but I will cut this out for the VOD.
War. War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes.
That's right. 200K for
In the
Corvega?
21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons. Petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
So there you go. That is, really Fallout? You just crashed? That's good. That is the intro. I am so sorry I didn't play that earlier. Fallout 1's intro is kind of like meh. I know, right? Super boring intro. Imprison safely in Vault Tech. I don't know about that. So here's the interesting thing. When Tim Kaine and Sawyer wrote Fallout 1, or Brian Fargo, the vaults were not corrupt. The vaults were exactly what they were supposed to be. In Fallout 2, some of the vaults were done as social experiments because the whole point of the vaults is to simulate spaceships, generational spaceships, to go to Mars or go to other planets and repopulate the area, which is why every vault was given 2 Gex. Every vault. But the social experiments were to see how humans would handle in spaceflight should something go wrong, and should they need, to correct themselves socially to deal with the issue. However, once you get to Fallout 3, that's when it kind of changes to like, oh, they were doing this on purpose for money reasons. But no, that was not the original They were generational spaceships, and that tracks. There's even lore for that in Fallout 3 with the Smithsonian, or what, I forget what they call it. They changed the name, but they talk about the trip to Mars and how the Geks were terraforming kits that were supposed to be used on other planets. And in Fallout 2 in the intro, the Enclave actually murder the Vaults because they have what's called reclamation keys. Now, we've all heard Reclamation Day from Vault 76, right? Reclamation Day was something that was configured into every vault. You are not supposed to come out until the government comes and tells you that it's safe for you to come out. That was Reclamation Day. So it was all about trying to plan space. That's why they had these suits with all the heart monitors. This is a biometric scanner. It's supposed to tie into the Pip-Boys. The reason why Pip-Boys are tablets in the first two games is because there were space suits, which are supposed to be like environmental protection suits, or EPAs, environmental protection apparatuses. But the vaults who opened their doors were naughty if it wasn't because of a glitch. And my favorite voice actor in Fallout 1, he came back to Fallout 76. In Fallout 76, he is the voice of the orator in the Mothman event that goes, oh, 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 wise ones. Same voice actor.
Greetings. Your business in Shady Sands might be...
And of course we have an ad break. I apologize, Twitch. If you've got Twitch Turbo, Twitch Prime, or Twitch Sub, you can ignore the ads. We're just going to go through this. You know what, actually, since this is a storyline bee, I'll be going now.
So be it, Wanderer.
Okay, so let's go back to the entrance since the ad is playing, because a lot of people don't know this. You can actually speak to this lady right here, Katrina. If you speak with all of the dialogue options, you get 250 experience points. I am unarmed. Please put your weapon away. Shit. Okay, why should I? This looks like a dangerous world. Normally I would agree with you, but it's a dangerous travel unarmed. But this Shady Sands and we're peaceful people. There's no need for weapons here. I may have fucked that up. I forgot. Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, you have to be careful when you rock with weapons. Okay, now let's talk to her and see if it unlocks everything. Welcome to Shady Sands, traveler. My name is Katrina. My job is to greet strangers and help them understand our village. We find that there are fewer problems if you listen to what I have to say. Alright, tell me about yourself. My life was very boring. I was raised in a vault, Vault 15. I lived there for many years. Unfortunately, we were all so crowded and life was very bad. There was a schism, and many people left, taking with them the best equipment. Still, some of us tried to stay in the vault, but then we were attacked, I was hurt, and I ended up here. Now I try to help people. Go through this entire dialogue with Katrina, but you have to do it in one shot. Where should I go if I get hurt? Well, you can't get to a doctor, you'll need to heal yourself. Stim packs are a common healing item. Use them on yourself to heal minor wounds. First aid is a slower method, but it will always be visible. It's always available. And for major wounds like a broken leg, you will need to use the doctor's skill. Where can I get some better equipment? You will have to do like me, scavenge it or trade for it. And if you are attacked, your foes might provide equipment. If you live long enough to loot them, that is. We're a peaceful community, so we mostly barter with trade or for the items that we cannot produce. Tell me about bartering. Bartering is the exchange of goods. You give me some items, I give you some blah, 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 blah. This is literally just a mechanical thing. This is important. You're standing in Shady Sands. We're but a small town in a large world. We just want to be left alone. Besides, some mutated animals and other creatures of the desert. Whoop. Only the raiders give us trouble. Aradesh is our leader. He is in the large central house. Speak to him. Tell me about the rest of the world. I know very little of the outside world. I escaped the vault when I was attacked. Unfortunately, I was very hurt. Okay. Yep. I live here now. Have you spoken with Ian yet? He's a merchant guard who is hurt. He's recovering in the guardhouse over there. He is more widely traveled than I. Where was this vault of yours? Well, it was Vault 15. It's due east from here. We tried to make contact with some of the other vaults, but we always failed. I think it was the raiders who attacked my fellow dwellers. be careful. That's all for now. Let's see if we got the 250 XP. Yep. So, by talking to her, we gain 250 experience points for the knowledge you've gained from Katrina. Just talk to her every option that you could go through, unarmed, and you will get that experience. Morty Bay just proves you still live, becoming a coping mechanism. Hell yeah. That's an optimistic way to look at it. Now let's go talk to Aradesh, who's one of my favorite voice actors in Fallout. Any Boone fanboys in chat, by the way. Either YouTube or Twitch.
Greetings.
Boone from New Vegas, I should say.
What may I help you with this fine day?
Oh, wise one. Can you tell me about Shady Sands?
Shady Sands is much like a family, one that keeps to itself.
What kind of things do you have around here?
The gardens are on the south side. The Brahma pens are north, although the smell is, I fear, quite intense this time of year.
Anything else?
We are small and self-sufficient, so there is little else to tell.
Thanks. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What's going on around here?
Oh my, yes. Great packs of rad scorpions are killing our herds. We don't know where they're from, and no matter how many we kill, there's always more.
Go on.
And now the monsters are attacking my people. Roslo is trying to find a cure for their poison, but I'm not sure how it goes.
Well, I'll help you get rid of these things. I can help you for a price. Nah, we'll be helpful. I think we're a vault dweller. We're starry-eyed. We also, as a vault dweller, I don't think we have a concept of how important money is. You know what I mean? There is no reward. Everything's just provided. I'll help you get rid of those things.
Yes. Please, talk to Roslo. He possesses far more information on these creatures than I.
Done. All right. Boone, my main sniper buddy Boone. Yeah. So Boone's debut, the voice actor's debut in the Fallout games, was in Fallout 2. He plays the teenage kid who invents Jet, which is sick. Okay, so we got what we needed. I'm not going to rob these people, but there is something you could do. Now, save scumming is a part of late 1990s games. Before we talk to Roslo, we're going to run up here, just like so. We're going to hit escape, we're going to hit save game, and we're going to save here, yes, as stream 2. Always have 2 save files. In case you make a mistake that later on you realize, oh, I need to go back further to fix it. Yep, 1997. Please do not take my things. Okay, so we had a warning. Sneak. And now we have to load. It is worth it to try to steal from this bookshelf. So I'm going to sneak. And then I'm going to steal. And I failed. Steal. Okay, I think this next time is when they attack. Yeah. So clearly I need to level up. Load game. But there's useful things in that bookshelf. So we're not going to steal. Instead, we're going to come over here and we're going to talk to him. Can I help you? What do you know about rad scorpions? Not too much. They seem to be extremely large versions of the North American emperor scorpion. Contrary to my medical knowledge, their poison has grown more potent, not diluted as I would expect. Seth has been hunting them, which helps some of my tests. And how such a large creature can even be possible by natural evolution or even radiation-induced mutation is beyond me. This is important. So, we're going on a lore trip. All right. The biggest misconception, and this is something that Tim Kaine says in his podcast, he says the opposite. But all of the other writers from Fallout 1 and 2 disagree with. Tim Kaine says it's a radiation that created everything, except for the super mutants. So like the big scorpions, things like that. But the other said, no, it's even written in the dialogue that it's not just radiation alone. Now, what this guy's talking about with the rad scorpions is that rad scorpions, if we had a scorpion or a rad roach get that large because of radiation alone, they would die. And the reason why is because the way they breathe is through these tubules that are built into their carapace. They breathe through their armor, right? And the way that they are designed, if they grew in size, the current design that they have, they would never survive. So if it's not radiation and it's not natural evolution, it's forced evolution. So the FEV is behind ragstags, the FEV is behind rad scorpions, mole rats, rad roaches, bloatflies, everything is FEV based. So why is it that consuming the food doesn't turn you into a super mutant? Well, part of the reason is because before the bombs fell, there was a plague that hit planet Earth, which is why forced evolution virus was invented. It was a vaccine to that plague. So there's a little bit of FEV in everybody already, and it built an immunity. Now, we can get an overdose of FEV, or FEV2, as sometimes it's called, and then you could change into a mutant, especially if you're dunked in it. But we all possess a little bit of FEV, which is why we can eat these things and it doesn't mutate us. But little fun lore. You seem well educated. What are you doing here? Doc Morbid in Junktown taught me some, and just because we live in stone huts does not mean we are less intelligent or educated. Have a nice day. Why do I imagine him with like the EMFs or the EMH's voice from Voyager? Hello, I am Dr. Rasso. Please state the nature of your medical emergency. Yeah. You know, wait and see. It's funny because if you think about it, a vaccine that changes RNA isn't the craziest thing. COVID did it on a whole nother level, but it's not the craziest thing because really that's kind of what vaccines do anyway. You know, you could, if you have the vaccine of polio, there is a chance you could pass that immunity on, but it gets weaker with every generation. But the thing that's super interesting is when people are like, here we are talking about annexing Canada. Here we are talking about, I mean, it's feeling a lot like Fallout to me. Ian. Hey, stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? I'm Max Stone. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. What do you do here? I was a guard for the merchants of the hub. However, I was shot near a raid by bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me recover. Still, my knowledge of the outside world and my experience make me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally, I even get to visit Junktown or the hub to do some trading, since I'm the only person who has really ever left town. I'm sorry to hear about your injury. Thanks. I've been healing up well thanks to Roslo. Well, but what can I help you with? Tell me about the rad scorpions. Red scorpions are very dangerous. They have a poisonous stinger in the tail, and they are very quick. Erdish has been trying to find a way to get rid of them. If you feel brave, you should talk to Erdish about them. Huh, thanks. Let's see. Can you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. Tempting offer, since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates. 100 caps and you got a deal. How about a piece of the action instead? No, I don't think so. Come back when you have some caps. Alright. I'm pretty sure I just tried to seduce him. I need caps. I could go... You know what? Let's just go into the toilets. These kids will rat us out if they catch us stealing anything. Nothing on the ground. Push and shift to find the items. Always check the bathrooms in Fallout 1, man. Especially in the vaults. Let's go over to the farm side. What have we got here? That is a curtain. I was like, what the hell is that noise? So, large stone house. I should be able to take that unless that's Fallout 2. Nope. So there's nothing in it. How are you? You know what? This lady's nice. I got nothing to say to you, stranger. Well, then why'd you ask me how I was? That's rude. Ugh, I need this guy to leave. Welcome, Shady Sands, stranger. What's the deal with this place? Oh, we're a true community. All the work and share together. All the work? We all work. How do you survive out here? And we have farms and irrigation, and we herd Brahmin. Everybody contributes their skills to make it something useful. Okay, thanks. It's interesting, too, because you can tell that they still have some vault values. I need him to leave. Well, looks like y'all are contributing just fine. Never sell a rope in Fallout 1. Never, ever sell a rope in Fallout 1. You need them to get down broken elevator shafts, holes in the ground. Stupid kid, get out of my way. Good day. I see the water supply to Shady Sands. It's still a little too little water to supply my vault. I love how imperialistic I am. Check the bathrooms, trying to find some leftover noodles or some leftover poppy juice. Yeah, and occasionally you'll find a rifle in there. Oh shit, you're right. I didn't look in the toilets. God damn it. Some of the toilets you can look into. Some of them have stuff in the back of the toilets too. Oh, while we're here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So let's read this. No, bring up the binoculars. This is not made for intense. Oh, fuck, I forgot that past this time. Well. Alright, let's reach our hands in this toilet if it'll let us. Okay. It is nighttime. We don't really have a place to go, so we might just stand in the middle of the field. Let's check our Pip-Boy. 141 days until the vault goes thirsty and dies. So we're going to stand here and rest. Oops. Boop. Rest until morning. No, really. There are some toilets. Like, they're usually vault toilets and stuff, but there are some toilets where a little hand signal will appear above them. But I always forget that. I also always forget to check the bathrooms. Okay, here we go. In we are. Let's make this quick. You know, I love the dune design of their buildings. They look primitive, but they're not. They're built of stone. This is incredible stonemasonry work. And I'm pretty sure it's concrete. Because they are from the vault, they would know how to make concrete, and it's rounded and curved, and I don't see any seams. So, alright. So they're in that house. Honestly, let's go back. We may have to do... You know what? Let's go in here and loot. We may have to steal from Aradesh. I do need money, and I do need Ian. I'm not going to the Rad Scorpion Caves alone. Oh, thanks. Bye. Not so fast. This is a small community. We don't see strangers often. We don't really need them, if you get my meaning. If you don't have a good reason to be here, you better just keep moving. Hey, I ain't gonna hurt anybody. I wasn't saying you was gonna. You just better leave us alone. I'm sick and tired of your trash. Prepare to meet your maker. I'll try not to... I'll keep that in mind. Or, no, what's the Luke say? I'll be careful. You'll be dead. Alright. Fuck. Dude. What time is it? 6:01. I said wait until morning. Oh. Oh, that's right. It's in Fallout 2 that they changed the definition of morning. No. First save the game. That was a lot of bullets. It is, but none of the shops will be open. And I saw the Kappa. You know what I meant. Nobody's gonna rest until 6 a.m. and go, now I'm gonna stand for the store for 2 hours. Nobody's gonna do that. It's stupid. Now I'd work out, eat breakfast, clean up, and then go to... Yeah, but okay, that's fair. All right. I can't really say anything about it. Hey, no karma lost. This guy's dumb as shit. Oh, he's a shady... Did I just rob them in front of the shade? The guards are like, hey, is that guy taking our ammo? Yeah, but he doesn't have a gun for it. It's fine. Whoopsie. Oh, yikes. How are you? Just fine. Ignore me. Ooh. What do we got here? Rocks. Realistically, I just need to find a merchant. A merchant with some gold. You know what? I bet you I could get some caps from the doctor. Bro, my favorite part about Fallout 2 is when you go to the den and everybody's hocked up on Jet and they're just like, woo! And they just run through the city like crazy. The Jet will make you jittery. Do you sell stuff? You look distraught. You needed assistance? Barter. You have 15 fucking caps? Okay. Oh, I'm not giving that to you then. What can I sell you for 15 caps? Bruh. Will you buy these BBs? You know what? I'll take it for 15 caps. You can keep it. Done. Now I have 15 caps. Hell yeah. I'm not in need of anything. And then we're going to go barter with her husband. Barter. Ah. All right. So let's pop one of these. And then I will take... I forget. Oh, god damn it. That's right. In Fallout 1, you have to manually do this. In Fallout 2, they auto. There we go. 40. Done. All right. Offer. Thank you. Now, how much money do I have now? I have 55. I'm halfway there. Good. Good. No. Who else sells shit? Ooh, Seth might. I don't know. He is... Wait a minute. I haven't been in here yet. Money! Oh! What's in here? Hey! Okay. Now, does that do the outdoorsman trait? It does. Okay, so here's the thing. You could level up your outdoorsman, but your outdoorsman reduces the amount of random events that you have. So I don't know if I want... Whatever. Oh, nice. Fallout 1, if I recall, Fallout 2 Euroversion had invisible children due to some... Yes, and in fact, if you actually... It's not just the Euro version. If you download Fallout on Steam, it has no kids, Fallout 2. You have to mod the game to bring the kids back in the restoration project. So Fallout 2 digital copies, even sold here in the US, no kids. And if there are kids, they're story kids. So you just have to, like, there's a Fallout, like, Fallout 2 1.2 patch, I think brings them in. But the restoration project's the best way to do it. Hello, Rope. Yeah, this is, entertainment. Seduction, one might say. Okay, so, well, we done learned. You know, that's okay. Nice to see you. I wish I could say the same, but I'm trying to rob you. Bilbo, I'm not trying to rob... I'm trying to rob you guys. Hey, you know what? Do you have any money? No. Sir, this is your house. Clearly you have money. You son of a... Get over here! Okay. Let's go back up here. We'll talk to Seth. What can I do for you? Oh, wait, this is Seth. What can I do for you? Barter. Ah. And, that's actually really useful. Oh, that's right. I downloaded the updated patch which lets you enter the numbers. That's right. How much do you want for the rope? 37? Doop. Ooh, okay, you know what? Take 2 caps back. I'm okay with this. This is an even trade. Offer. I don't need a torch or a flare. Seth, what do you... Well, I mean, he is the head guard. He probably arrests people with it. Nothing else, thanks. Hello again. I hope you're doing well. Is there anything I can help you with? Barter. This is where we're going to get the rest of our money. Let's go ahead and... I don't want to sell our last one. There we go. All done. Even trade. Offer. Now we have the money. Talk. Bye-bye. Could you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. Tempting offer, but since this place gets boring. Tell you what. Standard rates, 100 caps, then you got a deal. Deal. Let's go. It'll be good to get back in the action. Done. Ha! Jesus! Okay, now let's talk to Ian, Daddy. Ian, try your best weapon. Oh, crap. What weapons are you skilled with? I'm as good a shot about with any sort of pistol, and I can use a submachine gun too. And I know how to handle a knife. Okay. Never mind, Ian. Now let's go kill us some rad scorpions. Come on, Ian. Let's go. Fuck. I forgot. He takes you to the Rad Scorpion Cave. Take me to the Rad Scorpion Caves. Are you sure you want to go that direction, Rad Scorpion Caves? I can't go, but I can show you the way. Yes. Bam. Okay. Now we're going to save the game. Done. Yes. Done. Ooh, okay. We got some ramen here. That knife ain't gonna do much. Is that David95? Thank you for the follow and welcome in. By the way, if you guys want to force to save, you could do that as well. I always save the last save. So you guys can use your channel points to force to save in a really weird spot. That's what I wanted. Blam. And then I'm gonna run. Blam. And now it's dead. Can I loot you for your rad scorpion tail? Thank you. I see it. So, here's something a lot of people with Fallout don't know. You can actually highlight items. There's a button for it. Domerzet, thank you for the follow and welcome in. So let me bring up the menu here. I always like to show the hotkeys here. So toggle item mode is in. So that must be it. I think it's in. But there's a button that you can press that'll show some highlighted outlines around items you can pick up, just in case you can't see them. Oh, no, it's not. You know what? I'm feeling... Let's do a targeted shot. Shoot the carapace. Fall back. Shoot the carapace. And dead. And we leveled up. To level up, you go to the character screen. We're going to actually increase small guns because of where we are. Just pump all the points into small guns. And now we are nigh unstoppable. Done. Oh, wait. I didn't loot him, did I? Yes, I did. Good. Done. There's another item over here. So I'm finding more bullets. We'll reload our gun. And speaking of which, and we have the rounds here. Let's... And... if I reload, does this automatically put the better bullets in? No. Okay. I don't remember how to switch bullet types. I'm sure there's a key for it, but we're already wasting time. Let's go up here and kill the rest of these rad scorpions. By the way, we are playing on hard and we are playing on rough. So this is the hardest that Fallout gets. I think it's Fallout 2 I'm thinking of that does the highlighted videos. I myself, I'd accidentally stab my hand with one of those scorpion tails in a weird way without even noticing, right? Or like you trip on a rock on your way back to Shady Sands and then you fall on your ass and it just pierces you right in the rump. I mean, the good news is Shady Sands has enough of their medical knowledge that they don't really have to worry about death. Nobody's died of the rad scorpion bites, but the animals are. Bones. All right, Ian. I'm going to shoot. But I'm going to aim for the head. No! I can't save in the fight. I'll tell you what. I will save the moment I'm surrounded by rad scorpions. Oh, wait. No, I can save in the fight. Good. Done. Yes. So now, if I die, I have to reload this save. You know what? Let's just aim for the carapace. I missed. Did you see the little dance he did? He's like, hee hee. Okay, now it's dead. All right. Give me that tail. Done. Da 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 do 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 bum ba dum bum bum. Ah! Oh! No! No! No. You're just gonna shoot, and then you are gonna run.
Emotional damage!
And now it's dead. Excellent job, Ian. Come on, Ian, let's go down here. Let's piss these scorpions off. Yeah! Run away! Run away! That sure is a lot of rad scorpions. Hello, rad scorpion. Kapow! In the turn. I'm running back as well so that Ian doesn't dome me in the head. You know what? Let's get spicy. Hell yeah, I missed. Never getting spicy again. Pop over here. Oops. Do this again. To the head. To the carapace, actually. We actually need to hit this shit. Turn. Easy. Ha! Ian, I thought this was going to be hard. All right, let's go. I see you, Red Scorpion. So I'm gonna aggro you this time. And then I'm just gonna kind of walk back here. Wow, great shot, Ian. You know, you're absolutely a waste of space. Never mind, I also missed Ian. I owe you an apology. Please accept this as a sign of my sincere regret. Thank you. Kapow! Save me, Ian! Save me! Thanks, Ian. Tell me more, like is Ian a slob? No! Hey, Ian. Fuck. There's a problem with this, see? If you give anything to Ian, I believe you can't take it back? Yeah. See? So, I'll take $70. Whoa. There could be items in here, like ammo. There could be like a little tool, or I don't know, Blamco. After each engagement, you have to walk back and pick up all the casings so you can reload them. Doubt they have manufacturing volumes to make casings. Actually, they do. Property of the Alcoholic. In the time of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, there is a group called the Gun Runners that are making rounds and distributing them about the wastes. On top of that, the Brotherhood of Steel is also giving weapons and ammunition, as well as energy, weapons, and fuel cells in exchange for food. So really, part of the reason why the NCR got so powerful is because they did not want for weapons or ammunition. They just had to grow food. So some of the farmers were the most armed people in all of California, which also tracks because of how powerful the Brahmin Barons come from, or are. That's one of the reasons why ammo is always a plentiful. I would still, however, pick up the casings. Because if you do run into some gun runners, they're going to want them. Okay, so the rad scorpions have been stopped. We've killed them all. Now we can head out. That and at this time, there's an incredible mining industry going on in California. Entrance, thank you for taking me directly back. Let's switch our weapons. And you know what? Oh, crap. That's right. Hey, Ian. I need those back. You son of a bitch. I knew you were going to mark up the price. But I'll do it because money is of no object in this game. Bye-bye. I mean, it makes sense, though. Ian's not a friend. Wait a minute. Is there a dialogue for just trading items? Oh, actually, we should do this. I think this shows it on the map. Yeah, no. Okay. Can I help you? I have a sample of the rad scorpion poison. Can you do something with it? Just try to accept without giving any caps? I could try that. Yeah, he might just go, oh, thanks, bro. Let me see that sack. Yeah, I could do something with this. Here, take this as a free sample. Seems to work well against rat scorpion stings, of course. But it shows much potential as a general antivenom and poison cure. There we go. We helped invent antivenom. At least in this area.
Things are much more settled now. Raslo has been working on a cure for the rad scorpion poison, and with that, we should be able to fight what's left of them.
It was nothing. Can I ask you for more questions? You don't need to worry anymore. I destroyed the nest. I kind of like all of these. Yeah, I'm going to do that one.
You are truly a hero. Know that the people of Shady Sands are most grateful.
Great. Can I ask you a few more questions, though?
Certainly. What do you wish to know?
What can you... what's going on around here?
Things are much more settled now.
Okay.
You are truly... Goodbye.
Thanks, bye. So we did it. We solved the case of Shady Sands. Let's go talk to Seth. Sometimes Seth will be very relieved. Sometimes Seth will go, hey, Raiders. Our entire town is grateful for you. Done. What can I do for you? Nothing else. Thanks. We're leaving. And we're going to Vault 15. Come on, Ian. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Oh, shit! Forgot to switch out. Oh, thank God. You son of a... The head! And then fall back. Make them work for it. The head. Where's my drop ammo, drop armor redeem? No, we're not doing chat versus streamer on this. But I do have chat versus streamer now that the beta with Battlefield 6 over. We do have a Fallout chat versus streamer later on this week. We are going to be playing Fallout 4 Johnny Bravo. The head. Wha-blam! I already did this game chat versus streamer though. This is just for lore dumping. And oh boy, was that brutal. The head. Wow. Thank you. Don't let it get away. Let's see, that's 6. So I have 3 spaces I can move. To try to hit this in the abdomen. Dude. Nice. Alright, let's see what it's got. Nothing. I don't think they have mantis legs in Fallout 1 or 2. By the way, guys, if you have not checked out Sucking on Chili Dogs yet, I highly recommend you do. Got to play Helldivers 2 with them, and it was a lot of fun. And they're like the go-to expert on Project Zomboid with like 5,000 hours of playtime, I think. Something like that. Hello, body. Oh my God. Money, 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 money. Money. Oh. I see. You know what? Barter. We're going to try Scott Dog's idea here. But, no, you know what? Let's try Scott Dog's idea with a little thing. Here. I can lose 80 bucks. Offer. That's a good trade. Now, I want you to give me back these. Offer. Nah. See, yeah. You have to, you actually have to, with Ian, pay him. Pay the man. Never mind. So we're not going to give him anything super useful. All done. And a spear. Done. Ian. Barter. You could take this knife. I don't need to carry that on me. And why don't you take that? Because I've got plenty of stim packs. And I'll take 60. Done. Goodbye. Nothing else in this random encounter, right? There's no car or shack off to the side. So we're good to go. Let's continue on our journey. Oh, thank God. Anything here? Or did they strip it clean? I think they stripped it clean, my friend. Let's go in there, Ian. Whee! I'm not really too worried if there's anything in here that I should try to steal. Oh, for crying out loud. Basically just experience at this point. Here we go. Fire into that. Oh no, rat, I'm a tasty looking human. Where'd you go? Fine. Kapow! Kaplowy! I missed it. There we go. And we leveled. So let's go to the character screen. Awareness. I love awareness. This is the first perk I take. It is so freaking funny. So you can look at Ian with awareness, and it goes, he's a confident, relaxed stance of an experienced fighter. He's 42 out of 50 HP and is wielding a 10mm pistol with 7 out of 12 shots of 10mm jacketed hollow points. So it tells you their stats, which is very helpful, but the commentary is also so funny. Ooh, a locker. What you got? I mean, it's money. How freaking dare you? The head! And run away. Just... oh, shit. That's what I was afraid of. The head! Get away from me! Jesus! We got Mr. Molerat. Nothing. That mole rat's huge. Another thing, where do people get that nitric acid? I don't know how they get it, but they do have manufacturing plants. I mean, that's what makes the gun runners the gun runners. They manufacture all of their own ammo. It's all fresh new ammo. It's all fresh new guns. There's certain granular things about Fallout that you can't take to, and toilets. Yeah. I mean, if we go with what they could do, if we're talking a primitive state, I mean, things die so much in the wasteland, you could make gunpowder the old-fashioned way, creating saltpeter with rotten corpses. So that's always an option, too. God damn it! Oh, no. He's trapped me. I can't push him. You son of a bitch. I have to dart through. Getting trapped by the NPCs in this game is literally the worst. I don't know if I'd go in a toilet, though. I think that'd be too gross for me. I'd rather handle dead bodies and taste the salt licks. Which now, from the sounds of it, is actually really disgusting. And now we're going to run over here before he traps us. Don't you do it, Ian. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Ha ha! Suck it, Ian! I'm faster than you. Kablam. Oh! Thanks, Ian. Ian's my bae. He's got my back. Any, what is that? Flares. I mean, I could use the flares if I needed to. So we're going to go use item on this, and we're going to use the rope. And now we can go down the elevator shaft. And now we can shoot this little pig rat. The body. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to check the toilets in here, because the bathrooms and the toilets in Vault 15 have something, I believe, if I'm remembering. Okay. From a distance, body. Pig rat's killed. In turn. Create some distance. I think Ian may have run out of ammo, which is not good. Okay. Hey, Ian, could you stop moving real quick? Oh, there you are. Barter. And you're gonna pay me for these fucking bullets. I will give you 25. Oh, you have bullets. You just chose? Nothing. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. We gotta be quick, because I don't want to get trapped in here. There she is. And now I can do this. Where is it? Oh. Ah, there it is. I didn't see any wall lockers. Oh. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, we found bullets for it. Well, well, well. Seems that these rats here are just no trouble at all. No trouble at all. Ah, here's a locker. Here we go. What do you got in here? Another rope. I like that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna freaking get my ass owned. Because I'm getting cocky. Yeah! Now that I have this leather armor, dog meat, or dog, should be able to recognize me. Right? Like, there's laws going, no, you can't have that much. But in the post-apocalypse, they're like, yeah, we got a bunch. No. Let me out! Ian, you son of a bitch. Oh, surprise attack. You're dead. Yeah, I'll go up here. Come on. Goodbye, pig rat. Kablam! And we're going to use our remaining points to reload and then hit end. Oh. I walked right into that. Come on, Mr. Rats. Do an aim shot with VATS to the body. You're dead. Ah. Hey! Ooh, the Dragon's Fire. Let's give a shout out to the Dragon's Fire. Bam! All right, everybody. Marauders, you know what to do. Grab your guns and grab your weapons and man the walls, for we are being raided. Those of you with the Dragon's Fire chat, if you're here for a good time, well, skull to you and welcome in. I see you were playing the Battlefield beta. Welcome. Last week of the beta, we actually did our last play of it yesterday. Got to test what we want to test. Overall, I am hopeful for the game, but I don't think I'm going to be pre-ordering it. I want to see the 2 maps that they are going to have, Merrick Valley and Sobek City, which are supposed to be larger than Operation Firestorm. I want to see those go into effect, and I want to see how all of the people disperse across all the servers, because a lot of people complain about COD players. Let COD players play Battlefield 6. Let them play. Let them join the game modes they want. It's fine. I know I'm going to be doing closed all warfare, and I'm going to be doing it with only a certain amount of maps. I probably won't see them a whole lot. But welcome in. Hello, Ms. Mizu. How are you doing? All right, what does this say about the bed? The bed is in pretty bad condition. Ian and I will make the most of it, I'm sure. Ian, you did it again. Do not block me in the bathroom. Let me run. I want to be free. Goodbye. A lot of fun with BF6, heck yeah. I'm hoping the game itself will be good, but I suppose time will tell. I think the beta shows that it is going to be a good game. I just hope that they're not so stubborn that when it releases, they won't listen to more feedback, but we'll have to see. Pip-Boy has got my jaw on the ground. I'm good otherwise. Yeah, this is the replica Pip-Boy that you can get from the studio through Bethesda that makes the TV show props. And it's actually pretty cool. It's got some basic functionality. I think the best thing about it is that you could Bluetooth it to your computer. And when you Bluetooth it to the computer, you can actually control vertical and horizontal cursor movements, kind of like an Etch-a-Sketch. The reason why they do that is because if you're playing Fallout 4, you could bring up your Pip-Boy, pull this up, and actually use the dials to navigate your Pip-Boy, which I think is really dope. Any more rats? I'll pick up these bullets, but there's something else in the rocks. It's a rat. Or is that on the bottom level? It might be on the bottom level. Let's go for the head since he bit me. We're gonna end our turn. Let these guys do their thing. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I am very pleased with the developers. I am pleased with Andrew Wilson's thoughts on how the game should be made. I think that lines up with what we want. However, I am not disillusioned enough to realize that Andrew Wilson has been with EA since 2013, and it's not like he's new to the company and he's bringing forth new life. It's still EA. Take it with a grain of freaking salt. All right, let's put a rope on this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And then we're going to go down. Oh, crap! Oh, no! I need to take a stim pack. What are the freaking chances that there would be one right at... Okay. Alright. Let's go into my inventory and just, you know, use the stim pack. Thank you. And we'll wait our turn. Still eternally sore about Alice Asylum getting killed before... Yeah, right? This is stupid. So stupid. Now, I don't pretend to know every... Ah! Big mistake! Oh. Hey, Ian. I really need you just to use your best weapon. I don't want you to sit... Oh, crap. That's right. I don't want you to sit there and pick which one whenever it suits you. Ian, if you get yourself killed, I'm gonna be so pissed. Uh-oh. Ouchies! Those pig rats, Ian, do not underestimate them. I'll not buy anything after they kill my baby, the best movement shooter. Oh, yeah. I guess. You know, it's not that I think I'm a big believer in keeping games active after, like, to keep them in operation if there's a demand for it. TF2 had a good run, but I'm not entirely sure that other studios wouldn't have made the same decision, because a lot of the money that was coming in from TF2 was going to the developers of the hats and the other items. And it was starting to get kind of expensive to maintain, but that could have been easily remedied if Valve tried harder to, like, add more game modes. Oh my god, he's trapped me. I know they did a bit with the bots and stuff, but if they would have done more seasonal stuff like Fortnite, not necessarily add, you know, other characters and stuff, but just having more events, I think they would have done better. So this is typically an armory whenever you come into a vault in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, so we're going to check the armory. Alright. In that turn right there. Oh, EA Titanfall 2. Yeah. Well, they did the whole series dirty. I was so excited to find out that Apex Legends was going to be done in the Titanfall universe, and then nothing came of it. Nothing. Literally just pure garbage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was a natural. It had its run. I think they could have kept it alive with events. That's my fault, though. I totally misunderstood what you were talking about. But yeah, Titanfall 2 is a tragedy. Because if you play the story of Titanfall 2, it's actually so good. No, get out of combat. I need to talk to you, Ian. Barter, I'm going to give you a submachine gun. I'm pretty sure I could do a lot with it, but I already have the hunting rifle, so let's just give you this. I'll take all of your money. You can have half of my bullets. Oh, wait. That's right, because it's like magazines. So if I have 5, then you can take 3. Because I'm going to find more. I'm not going to take your stim packs. But I will take this, because I could sell that. And offer. Okay, thank you, Ian. Yeah, Titanfall had so much promise. And look, I'm not big into mechs. I'm a very, like... My mechs that I gravitate toward are things that you see in, like, Matrix 3. They're things that you see that are industrial mechs. I think the Goliath from Star Trek, or StarCraft, is as fancy as they go. The walkers from Star Wars, things like that. I am not a fan of human-shaped mechs. To assume that... I don't know. I just think it's stupid. And Pacific Rim was dumb. I'm sorry. I can't get into crap like that. So a lot of mechs presented in anime or games that try to replicate anime, I have so little interest in. But the Titanfall mechs somehow seem to combine that industrial military punk tech look while also achieving the bipod human stance, encouraging an agile mech operations, but it still felt like humans built it, in my opinion. Give me some Warhammer work. Yeah, see, Warhammer for me is too epic. It's too big. It's too over the top. It's too ludicrous. It's too ridiculous. I'm not interested. Maybe the Sentinels are kind of cool from the Imperial Guard, but I'm not a fan of the sci-fi in Warhammer 40k either. And no, actually, when I play the board game, which I love the Warhammer 40k board game, even though I don't like the lore, I'm an Imperial Guardman. My Imperial Guard army, I've got 6 basilisks. I do indirect fire. I use the Earthshaker cannon, roll the dice. Even if it's 6 inches off, pretty much the blast still hits the units. So when a Space Marine's like, I've got Terminators, cute, you've got Guardsmen. I'm like, okay, round 1, and just thin the herd. And it's like, okay, Layman Russes, Imperial Guard, move up. Blammy! Timefall effects are originally farm vehicles, which were repurposed. Yeah, and I kind of like that. You know what I mean? Because I think if you're going to have a mech, it's going to look very militaristic. It's going to look either sleek in design from, you know, like somehow our modern tanks look. They kind of look like they're stealthy tanks, but, you know, they're not stealthy tanks. It's just the profile. I gravitate more to the believable side. In that regard, no, I don't like the power armor from Fallout either. It's just a necessary evil. Do I want that weapon? Do I want to carry a billy club on me? Yeah, why not? Why not? We've got some animal bones and some human bones. I'm assuming rats, given what we're finding down here. I highly doubt Brahmin were in this vault at all. Let's go for the head. Let's see if we can't do it. There we go. Okay, in combat. We're basically just doing this to farm XP at this point. Also, the movement kit and Titanfall was construction equipment. Makes sense, like Space Marine armor was originally heavy mining suits. Yes, and see, I like the Space Marine armor, but kind of what doesn't make sense with the Space Marine armor is they're like, yeah, they used to be mining suits. Ah, sweet, cool. So how does somebody get strong enough to use one of those? Well, you have to undergo an extreme metamorphosis of your body with cybernetics drugs and all these. It's like, oh, okay. That's cool, I guess. These miners were fucking jacked. Why didn't this other rat come out? Oh. I guess we're not running. Not that we needed to. Speaking of Warhammer, the board game, drug dealers won't give you the first free. That's funny. Even here in Fallout, we see power armor being repurposed for mining with the Gallagher mining suits in 76. Yeah, although I don't consider anything in 76 lore. Especially with the reason why power armor was designed in the first place. It was because of the fuel shortages and tanks were too expensive. It was a self-contained tank apparatus. They were not inspired on mining suits at all. That was its whole purpose. And they were rare. Very rare. But for some reason, ever since Fallout 4, everybody's love for the Brotherhood of Steel and power armor and, oh, there's power armor on every game. It's like, we need to make this more common. And like Fallout 4, when you get the power armor and Concord, and you're like, really? I didn't have to earn it with a training or a skill, or I didn't have to work for it. It's just here. And then there's another one near Sanctuary and Fallout armor on the... Why are they all over the place? I liked the idea that only a select group of people had it. Because if you look at the lore, in New Vegas, the power armor that they wear is like scrap power armor. It's not a complete suit. And it was very limited. Obviously, they did end up getting power armor, but that's after the events. So that whole... There's certain things the directors and writers did with Fallout that I really appreciate. TV show. So the chest welding and stuff, like the T-45s being super weak, the T-45s were super weak. And in fact, the T-51s were kind of a beta build that the Brotherhood ended up happening. That was the most advanced armor until the T-60s were designed by Bethesda. But the Enclave armor, the X-01s, that was like a post-war power armor that was designed and was incredible. But the T-45 is dangerous. It's not safe. It doesn't protect from all the shots. It had its flaws in Operation Anchorage. Had to be repaired constantly. So I really love that they did that. That's why the X-01s and even the prototype Brotherhood armor from Fallout Tactics was a little better off as far as weaknesses go. Oh my god. I didn't even see you there. Little shit. And for that matter, let's take this one out as well. Yeah. Body. Dead. Oh. That was easy. I kind of feel bad I'm using the rifle on them, but whatever. So, do you like the NCR Patrol Rangers, which is the faction that Seth invents, or do you like what the NCR did when they outfitted the Desert Rangers? Because a lot of people don't like the Patrol Ranger. And in case you guys don't know the difference, Patrol Ranger armor is like Ranger Andy. You like the Desert Rangers. Yeah, I like the Desert Rangers. I think the only thing I don't like that Obsidian did is the lore of the Desert Rangers was that when they joined up with the NCR gave them the riot gear, which is why it says LAPD riot gear. These Rangers are from Arizona. They are the whole reason why they made peace is because they've been battling the Legion for a while, the Desert Rangers. So why is it that the Ranger statue during the handshake shows the Desert Ranger with the LAPD riot armor when that was a gift from the NCR for joining the NCR? I have no idea. I have no idea. But part of the reason for that is because the Desert Rangers are from Wasteland anyway. So I kind of was talking to a friend and he's like, I don't really like the look of the NCR Patrol Ranger armor. I'll just bring this up. So this is what the patrol armor looks like. I really like the look. That's not really an armor that would help protect you. Well, the interesting thing about the NCR Patrol Rangers is, unfortunately, due to the limitations of the Bethesda engine that New Vegas was made from, these aren't just Rangers walking around with what looks like dirt bike gear. They actually rode motorcycles. So they had motorcycle packs. This is actually motorbike armor that they still wear because that's their job, which is kind of cool. Oh, what the heck? No, get out of there. Get out of there. Stop it. Give me my game back. Oh, speaking of that, we do need to save. It's been a long while. Feels like power armor design hinges Russian tank doctrine, cheap and works, but has fatal flaws. The earlier ones do, yeah. The T-51 did not have the same weaknesses, and the T-60 weaknesses were written by Bethesda in the show, so if that's what they want to do, then that's what they can do. But the T-61 was a prototype that fixed the problems of the T-45. But there is a reason why the Brotherhood didn't adopt the T-60 when it was in production. Look, I'm just telling you what the lore is. The lore is that it's motorcycle armor. I mean, if you really want to get into it, so why do the Desert Rangers have filters and stuff when most of Arizona wasn't radioactive or toxified? Why do they have that in their armor? Why don't the Patrol Rangers have that? For that matter, why is it that the armored vault suit only has armor on one side and not the rest of it, but still gives you armor class rating all over the place? We could tear this apart into tiny little details and point out everything that's not accurate about Fallout, but we're also talking about a world where Star Trek is sort of canon, so is Doctor Who. What's my opinion of New Vegas in Season 2 and the impact on the canon outcomes of the game? Okay, so that's a very good point. Very good question. Here's my opinion on it. Everybody's like, the beauty of Fallout is that there's no canon endings to any of the games. No, there's no canon endings to any of the Bethesda games because Bethesda has a really horrible habit of whenever there is a canon ending to one of their Elder Scrolls, it kind of, the plot blurs the lines between the hundreds of years of games. Really, Fallout 3's outcome has no effect on anything, and Fallout 4's outcome has no effect on anything. Now, Fallout 3, before the Broken Steel and stuff, I mean, it really did look like that the whole point of the game was to help the Brotherhood of Steel, and the Brotherhood of Steel makes a partnership with the people of the Commonwealth, and they secure the area, and they bring clean drinking water. And then in Fallout 4, that is the canon, but then they're like, yeah, and then the Elder died, and then Sarah Lyons was killed on her first mission as leader, and then this guy took over, and now they're fascists again. And it's like, oh, so really nothing mattered in Fallout 3. However, Fallout 1's ending does lead directly to the backdrop of Fallout 2, and Fallout 2's ending leads to the direct backdrop of New Vegas. There are multiple endings in all of the games, but there is a canon ending for 1, there is a canon ending for 2, and if we're going by tradition, I hate to say it, there should be a canon ending for for the show. I don't think Caesar's Legion should still be around after Caesar had his brain tumor kill him because the structure wasn't there. There was talk that Lannius was going to take over, but to control an empire that big in exchange with an empire or an emperor in every instance of the Roman Empire has caused a collapse. So already that's canon that the Legion would not win. So we already kind of have a canon. Now I just feel kind of elbow protection would be useful. Yeah, now they're just fascist again. Well, here's the thing. Fascist again? When were they fascist? That's what I want to ask you, Property. When was the Brotherhood fascist? The only time they were fascist was in the Brotherhood of Steel game, some of Tactics, neither of those games are canon, as well as the events that happened in Fallout 4. But in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, they weren't fascist. They actually were trading guns, weapons, and technology to farmers in exchange for corn. And they did help get rid of the super mutants. But that's the problem. Everybody's like, they were fascists. No, they weren't. They were against fascism. That's why the Brotherhood of Steel was created. They didn't trust the Enclave, and they didn't trust the crazies that ended up trying to make super mutants like wild. Corn be good enough, though. That's right. Given the state of the NCR, the fail of Legion after Caesar dies, I'd say Mr. House is the most logical choice and should... Well, you say that except for one problem. The NCR is half of Oregon all the way down into Baja. Now, in the Baja campaign, Aaron Kimball was really trying to move everything he could to Boneyard. No, the Senate was not moved to Boneyard. It was still in Shady Sands, but there was active movement to remove the capital from Shady Sands to another place. I'm not saying they did that, though. They did not. That was still the capital. Because of the way that the government was based, and with logs you could read in New Vegas and the info you get from Fallout 2, you realize there's contingencies like designated survivors and stuff. But the Baja campaign, which absorbed a lot of the NCR's money during the Mojave campaign, was secret. Kimball, no one knows what's going on in Baja. Most of the Desert Rangers were sent to Baja. Nobody knows what happened in that campaign. So to say that like the whole country would collapse because Shady Sands fell, Shady Sands was one state. And to even show how much they loved the Brotherhood, another state is Maxon. But the Boneyard state everything around LA was the center of their financial communion. And the Brahmin barons did not want trade with Shady Sands, so they spread their resources elsewhere. I don't think the NCR would collapse. I think they would be war-raggled and beleaguered, like from Vietnam. We were war-exhausted from Vietnam. We did not want to be in another war. But then in the late 80s, 90s, there was Desert Storm, and there was a fervor of re-signups and a new wave of patriotism within 20 years. So I think despite what happened in the Mojave, I think that the NCR would still be around. They'd still control the Mojave. New Vegas, or Mr. House even tells you he needs the NCR. He doesn't want to get rid of them. He only wants to control New Vegas. But he does need the NCR to help keep the peace and help keep organization, help keep logistics, and help create tourism for him to survive. That's why he wants to work with them. I do think Mr. House should be alive, though. I never killed him. I destroyed his robots and made him pissed off at me, that's all. But I don't kill Mr. House, so he's gotta live. No, and I don't think they would take over Mr. House. If Mr. House didn't have... If the courier blew up the robot army, right? Mr. House would have just kept his mouth shut and continued things as normal with the NCR. So I think the NCR is still in McCarran. Well, they're obviously not. Something happened. But I still think they'd be in McCarran. I still think they'd be in Nellis Air Force Base. I still think they'd be at Helios 1 in the dam. I still think they would be active there. And I think Mr. House would have New Vegas. And Freeside and Westside would starve. I think that would be the canon ending, in my opinion. Anybody who says that Mr. House shouldn't be in the game, I think is crazy. Shady Sands would be a blow to them, though. Because Shady Sands was also their food basket. I think what we would see, if the NCR, if Shady Sands was blown up, which it was, I think we would see the Shi Empire go after the NCR. And I also think that's why Todd Howard said, leave San Francisco out of the show. Because the Shi control San Francisco. It's clear Hank doesn't intend to work with... let me go back to this. It's clear Hank doesn't intend to work with the NCR, and to make the trek all the way to New Vegas means something must be out there, and another pre-war businessman who worked very often with Vault Tech and was one of the secret plans. Yeah, I think House was in on the secret plans, but I think House did not trust Vault Tech, did not go to their facility. He did not like the bureaucracy, and he hated the Enclave. Mr. House hated the Enclave, and it was clear that the vaults were funded by the Enclave. That's even in the original game's lore. So the Enclave were involved. Mr. House didn't like the Enclave. He laughed at bureaucracy. He kept on pointing at him going, you voted for this. You all voted for this. And that's the problem, is voting. This is your fault. This is not a good America. But I think he also participated in it because, I mean, come on, living forever. But it's a really clever way to explain how Mr. House had the technology to preserve himself. Do as you want and leave me out of it. Exactly. I think that's exactly what it was. I think the reason why Hank is running to New Vegas is because now that he couldn't go back to Vault 31, I think that it was literally the only place that he knew of somebody from his past life. And that's the problem. When you cryo-freeze yourself and you surround yourselves with coworkers, friends, and family from before the war, and now you can't go back, and now you lost your daughter, and you lost all your contacts, and you realize you nuked your wife, which I think he did on purpose, because she obviously fell in love with Lee. Where do you go? The only friend you have left, Mr. House. It makes perfect sense. Bob's pre-owned car market. No! I don't have anything for this. Welcome to my previously owned car lot. Which one of these BAUDs interests you today? Must be joking. These cars are all wrecks. But, sir, these are fine examples of motor vehicles. They can't be in working condition. These cars have been given a full 100-point service by our dedicated service department. And where's your service department? Right over there, sir. The dealer points at nothing. Where? There's nothing over there. What do you mean? They're working on a newly purchased 56 Corvega. An excellent buy, I might add. All right, whatever you say. And we have an excellent warranty. They can bring it back to us for any oil changes as well. First one is free. What do you say? Throw in a full tank of gas and you have a deal. I'm sorry, we don't have any petrol. Maybe next time. Goodbye. Oh, well, Mr. House could have also gotten the tech from his military dealings, just like how John and Caleb... Yeah, but his military dealings, he had to be careful what he did with that because of he didn't want the Enclave involved. I still say that it's a really clever way to go, oh, this is how he got the tech. Because the only reason why it didn't really work for him by the time you get to him is because of the bombs. The bombs did damage New Vegas more than he had anticipated. He tried to make it completely safe. I'm not able to pick the lock. Can I interest you in an auto alarm? And I don't have a way. I mean, I could try to kick it. Chat. I need your opinion. This crazy guy is living in the desert, has no friends, and has seen invisible people. Do you think he's a danger to society? That's true, but also remember that the Enclave and the U.S. military were dependent on Robco for most of their weapons, not the other way around. And he was the founder of Robco. So, kill him for mother. He might need a cooldown nap. Murder time. Okay. I know there's an ad going on Twitch. We're going to put an official poll up. Murder Bob or don't murder Bob. So let me go into my dashboard here. Stream manager. Manage poll. New poll. Is Bob... Also, I highly doubt his name is actually Bob. Okay, I'm going to start a poll. 3 minutes. No, you cannot use caps to do this. All right. Is Bob from Bob's Pre-Owned Car Mart past his time? Yes, blow him up, or no, every life is sacred. Feel free to vote. And I'll let that go in the meantime. This also gives us time for everybody to come back. Murder time. Oh, let's see. Murder is such an ugly word. We sent him to a farm. And what if Ian sees us murder him and he's like, I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, Ian, what do you see across the stream? Do you see the bunnies, Ian? Do you see the bunnies? What is your opinion on the theory that Hank and or House could be part of the great game? I don't think House trusted Vault Tech. And I don't think House trusts McLean. But here's the other thing too. McLean is rich, or was rich. McLean has nothing to offer. Nothing. And he just nuked Mr. House's protection and Mr. House's largest source of profit. Now, let me ask you, if you were Mr. House and you were a businessman that controlled New Vegas and you relied on the NCR for goods, you relied on the NCR for incoming technology, the manufacturing of that technology, as well as gamblers and addicts, would you want to hear that McLean nuked Shady Sands? I think Mr. House will be like, oh, McLean, have a seat. Oh, let's get you some food. Are you hungry, baby boy? But I think Mr. House would 100% wear McLean like a glove and get everything from him he could, especially the valuable data of who's still in cryostasis at Vault 31. I don't think McLean is going to be, I think he's going to be a pawn. He's going to go from overseer, the king, to pawn. And I think that's real justice. When he finds out that Lucy and the ghoul want to kill him, hey, maybe there's a deal to be struck there. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe he goes, hey, McLean, I know where you can hide, and sends him to the radioactive wasteland of the Divide. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll early so we can make the decision. And the winner was, yes, blow him up. Okay, so 3 of you voted to blow him up. 1 of you was like, every life is sacred. Inventory. Dynamite. Use. Set the timer for 1 minute. Now we have to make sure that it's dropped. It is not. Drop. Done. Sorry, bro. You gotta go. No! Ian! Ian, you fool! Jesus, Ian, I put a bomb up there. What were you thinking? 7 fucking caps. This bomb idea better be worth it. The only reason why I'm doing this is a random event. You only get Bob's pre-owned car mart once. I voted to save him because I'm a pacifist. No, you're not, Damon Shink. Shut the fuck up. I've seen you play Fallout. Yeah, I think that would be interesting, but I also have a feeling that if they're not going to make the capital of the NCR the Boneyard, I have a feeling they might make the capital of the NCR Vault City. It does make the most sense. It's locked. Hey, we picked the lock. What's in here? What? Please tell me. Please tell me I did not blow up a man for his BB gun. Let's make sure that I got everything, though. Inventory. You know what? We'll read this book. I think we just killed Bob for a BB gun. Oh, no! It can't just be a BB gun. Am I right, chat? Am I... Oh. What you got in here? Another BB gun. Okay, so we killed him for 2 BB guns. Oh, boy. Well, that and what helped Vault City prosper was the fact that they created a mutual partnership with a bunch of ghouls who are running a Poseidon oil energy thing, and they have like limitless energy. And that's like theirs. Now, Vault City, although part of the NCR, they did vote to be introduced into the NCR. They did so with certain provisions. Now, we're going to talk to this guy and see if he knows of any other places.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance.
Oh, no.
My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's not so much that it had a Gek, because in Fallout 2, they also tell you that every vault had 1 or 2 Geks. The Enclave stripped of them. And I know that's kind of retconned, because that's ridiculous. Every vault having a Gek is boring. But the thing about Vault City is their vaults don't have a number because it was a control vault. So not only did it have a Gek, but it also didn't have anything wrong with it. There wasn't faulty equipment installed. There were no like social experiments going on. I think that's the biggest thing about Vault City that gave it a 1-up. Have you tried to save her?
My people are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
Okay, who could have taken her?
Seth and I believe one of the raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter
It's a
was
plastic
last seen.
shooter? Son of a bitch, alcoholic. Damn it. All right, I'll go check it out.
Please, talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
Done. Now, I'd like to point out something a little controversial to chat about the story. We're going to find out about these raiders. Yeah, that's why I'm mainly curious about how Hank will deal with them. It's not a vault that failed. Well, the problem is he's already in New Vegas, so he won't deal with them. Vault City is north of the Mojave Outpost, northwest of the Mojave Outpost, so he didn't run into them. I think we're going to see Hank die this season. Thank Dharma you're here, Wanderer. My girl, Tandy, Iridesh's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the raiders have her. Where are these raiders? They're to the southeast. Please hurry. I don't know what they'll do to her. Okay, I'll get her back for you. All right, well, there we go. Yeah, but maybe, season 3 got automatically greenlit. So it's going to happen. Whether season 3 will be a full season or if they don't get renewed for a season 4, but they've already been renewed for a season 3. They're already putting money into making the next show. And given that the second season came out a year after the first, they're probably going to start filming on that when weather is a little easier on them in California. So here is something. Oh, Betty, I think, is going to be something. And I saw in the leaks that Norman and the other Vault Dwellers were seen in the desert, but I think Norman, I believe that Norman is the player. Like, you know how there's always like a player character? For me, Norman feels like the player, not Lucy. I think Norman is my main character. I fucking love Norman, and I love the Vault storylines. The whole presidential or the overseer election and everything was so fucking funny. It was so good. Upside is a bunch of caps, ropes, knives, and the entirety of Wikipedia on a hard drive. Hell yeah. Okay, so a lot of people who play New Vegas are like, NCR's tyrannical. Look what they did to the cons at Bitter Springs. Look at the conflict with the cons. Look at what they did to the poor people. That massacre was horrible. And I do understand why Boone feels guilty about it. But the cons have been coming after the residents of the NCR before they were the residents of the NCR. We're talking drugs, stealing their shit, killing their Brahmins, killing their people, raping their women. They have been an absolute menace to the New California or the Republic since before its conception. So pardon me if I don't cry crocodile tears for them in New Vegas. And actually, one of the members of First Recon that you meet at McCarran was born into the cons and tells you that it's the cons' fault. Even he was old, he took weapon against his own tribe during that exchange, and even he will tell you they are a fucking menace. So I don't feel bad. Well, no, 2077 was not the date Shady Sands was blown up. If you look at the timeline, it says 2077, and then there's literally an arrow going right, and then the bombs. To clarify that, the producers of the show did admit that the bombs in Shady Sands went off, a little bit after the events of New Vegas. So we're talking like 2 or 3 years after New Vegas is when the bomb was dropped on the Shady Sands. So it didn't drop in 2077. Yeah, I do agree that the weird anti-feral drug is kind of confusing, but I also think that the anti-feral drug is the FEV. In fact, in Fallout 3, Bethesda, the Undercity, if you go to the Undercity, one of the things that the ghouls tell you is that the super mutants don't fuck with them because the super mutants can detect that there's a high concentration of FEV in their diet. And then when you talk to the doctor who's in charge of that experiment and you help him do the experiment, they realize that the FEV is what separates ghouls from feral ghouls. But it can't reverse the process. So you could take FEV to help keep you from going feral. That makes sense to me, but it doesn't reverse the progress. Once the FEV goes through your system because of how the ghoul's metabolism works, they need more. Yeah, it is FEV. It is FEV. And you know this because, so that same chemical, the same color, right? And a similar bottle was seen being injected into somebody else. It was injected into the Squire. And when he gets shot with the arrow and he's like, oh, and then Maximus, because I think Maximus has the perk Idiot Savant. By the way, a lot of people are annoyed at how Maximus is and how he just accidentally finds himself in positions. Bro, Maximus has Idiot Savant. When you watch the first season of the Fallout show, knowing that that's what Maximus has, is Idiot Savant, it makes Maximus's character a lot more tolerable. It's just strange that they've seen basically no sane ghouls in DC, and the place to get FEV, there'd be a Vault 87 full of super mutants. Well, that's true too, but in Fallout 3, they understood that it was the FEV that separated them from the others. And in Fallout 3, they talk about how just because you are a sane ghoul, that doesn't mean you will be sane forever. The problem is that the more induced to radiation you get, the more it rots your brain. So some older ghouls who have become just way too radiated throughout the years are the ones that end up converting to being feral ghouls. In fact, in Fallout New Vegas, there's a place that ghouls were using as a hotel, and it's highly irradiated. And when you go up there, it's full of feral ghouls. It's because they ended up turning. They ended up losing their minds. I think the problem with us accepting that is because ever since Fallout 4 in New Vegas, when you see a feral ghoul, they look completely different. Their teeth are sharper and their teeth are mutated. So like the way that Fallout 4 and 76 presents ghouls is kind of problematic because every other Fallout game, the only difference is that the ghouls go batshit crazy. Does raise a question about how there are very rare sane glowing one ghouls works. Yes, you're right. They have been hit with so much FEV that they have become geniuses, well beyond the scope of a lot of humans out there. The Prophet, of course, with the ghouls, when you do the send them to the moon mission in New Vegas, he was very, very intelligent. But again, you know, there are going to be ghouls that get super radiated to the point that they become glowing ones and they're not exposed to the FEV. So they don't get the benefit of being a genius. Also, there are holotapes that talk about the pre-war ghouls. You know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew he wasn't gonna let me go. Oh, shit! No, you fool! Oh, no! Sorry. Yeah, but again, we're talking about Fallout 4. You could bring up Fallout 4 and 76 all you want, but it is widely accepted by much of the Fallout fan base that Fallout 4 took itself away from the lore so fucking much that it doesn't even feel like Emil was that noticeable. He is a terrible story writer. We've seen it in Starfield too. He is terrible at what he does. The idea of Nuka World is stupid anyway, because Nuka World has an Exo 1 power armor that they were given pre-war. The Exo 1 was invented after pre-war. So, like, fucking Nuka World is just stupid all around. Although there were really cool parts. Sito is my favorite part of Nuka World. I love Sito. Okay, now let me in here. Sito. Wow! Okay. We got ourselves some actual leather armor. Got ourselves some leather motorbike armor. I'll take it. Yeah, the Futurama jars, bro. There's so much Futurama. I do appreciate that. Because Futurama came after Fallout 1 and 2. And it's nice to see shows like that referenced. I'm gonna be so fucking rich, dude. Well, first things first. Let's trade with our good friend here. What if I give you this leather armor? And I'm gonna keep that really kick-ass knife for myself. But I will give you 2 of these spears. And I will give you... Wait a minute. LEBB gun. We need to check the specs on that. Cancel. That actually looks different. So I did find a special BB gun. Interesting. Well, now hang on. I want him to have the leather armor because it's better. I don't want him to have both because then he's going to charge me. I don't know. I do want to get something for it. Give me... No, actually, I don't. Because I know I'm going to be getting more. Okay, bye-bye. So the vault suit's just something that... What I did was I went on Amazon and I went on Etsy and I was looking at vault suits and what they were made of, and I found this one on Amazon that is a 2-piece, so it's not the single leotard, because I did not want to wear the vault pants because you can see everything. It's just this spandex fabric. So like if I step back to do a stormtrooper dance with these lights, you would see my junk. 100%. Speaking of lights, this one went out. You would see my junk. So I'm not going to wear those pants. So it's a 2-piece. That's the first step. Most of the cosplay ones that you'll find are a 1-piece. So you can find the 2-piece on Amazon. As for this, I bought it. It was dirt cheap, and then I modified the fuck out of it. I stitched the pauldron onto the belt. I stitched the ammo belt, and I also stitched all of the back belts right here to the main belt. No need to just, you know, get anything super expensive. You can get a cheap one and just stitch it to make it more secure. Okay, bye-bye. Now we know there's a guy in here. So let's run this way. And can I hit him? I can hit this one. In the head. And then I'm gonna run down here and wait. Here they come. Ow! I was hit by that guy in there. Razor, how you doing? Diana missed. Diana's named. Diana is a boss. Diana's dead. This one's mine. Nuh-uh. Oh no, Ian. He's red. Hopefully that means he's not trying to kill me. Petrux missed. Hiya! Take that! So the other thing I highly recommend if you want, so if you're going to wear it at an event. Okay. Time to cosplay, nerd. All right, hang on. I'll post the links. And I'll show you what I highly recommend. I've got them saved. If you do wear this particular vault outfit, I would recommend just wearing blue boxers underneath. But if you have your own vault suit, like that 13 one that sounds dope, I'll go ahead and link the leather armor as well. So this is, and yes, the most cosplay, by the way, is from Chinese shops. All right. This is the shop that I bought it from. You could get Vault 33 stuff, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of those. So there's the link to the Vault suit itself. For those of you on YouTube, if you're interested in this, you're going to have to push pause because I don't know how they react to these kinds of links. And the armor for it, I've got that saved as well. That was a separate purchase too. Actually, I wonder if it is on Amazon. Let's see. Ah, here it is. Not that one though, but we're getting close. The biggest thing is you don't want anything super leather. Yeah, no, absolutely. I cosplay for my streams, so I've done this a while. Like what materials to get, what materials are easy to stitch. That's another thing that's kind of huge. A lot of people don't realize that. Ah, here it is. Oh, actually, this might... No, that's eBay. Close, but no cigar. I don't think... And now that the show's out, I think everybody's kind of leaning towards making the show's armor. Which I thought looked bland and boring. Yeah, so the company that I went through, they're now doing Vault 75 and Vault 70 or 33 stuff. Actually, there's really only one thing you're gonna super need. Oh, no. Okay, cool. This is the Cause House. All right. So it is eBay, but this is a trusted store. All right. I've purchased from them quite a bit. So here is the armor. However, you can buy this armor. I will warn you, it will fall apart on you, and it is very frustrating. So, This is what I've learned and what I would do if I were going to do this again. Bingo. This is it. The weakest part of this entire cosplay is, unfortunately, the belt. And this strap that goes diagonally, this is garbage, and the belt is garbage. The belt will begin to fray as soon as you start to move in your armor. So if you do the combination of this World War I replica belt, which is the same exact thing, and then put the pouches, the leather pauldron, and everything that you get with that second link that I posted, you will have a much better experience, and it will be much more sturdy. Because a lot of you can't see it, but I've got pouches galore. I've got bullet casing racks. I've got magazine pouches as well. So it is handy to get all the pouches. But do not trust the belt and the cross strap if you're going to be doing anything like the Good Springs event where it might be hot. Like, just, it's bad. But this is such good quality and looks a lot like the Fallout 4 one, and it's not heavy. And it, you know, it obviously doesn't look like real leather, but at the same time, it passes the test. So do these pouches. They're just like a suede fabric. They're not really leather. Still passes the test. And when you're at the Good Springs event, a lot of the times you're going to need to keep your cards and IDs on you. You can keep them in these pouches and not have to carry your wallet, which is immense, especially since there's a lot of people who, you know, trade bottle caps and all that sort of stuff. But you will find that you will be happier if you replace the belt with a real belt. So, okay. No. We might as well reload. I'm actually happy where I'm standing. Luckily, Ian's got a stim pack. Let's do a torso shot. Ian, you idiot. Why'd you move in front of me? There we go. That's what I wanted. To the head. Just in case some more pop out. All right, they're all dead. Combat's over. Great. Let's search these bodies. More. I'll take as much of that as I can get because I'm going to go sell it at the den. I'm not going to take that stuff, though. It's going to weigh me down. I'd rather have all... Look at all the drugs! Give me... Money, 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 money! Money! Alright. The Deagle. We've got the Deagle, folks! Give me all your money. Done. Now this body. I don't really need a Molotov. I'm probably just going to burn myself. There we go. Done. And now let's go search this body. Give me that. That's going to be gold. Okay, what can I get rid of that's like dirt cheap? I will get more money for the Deagle than I would the armor. Do I need more rounds? Yes, I do. So let's give them 3 of these. Actually, wait a minute. Hey, Ian. Stop moving. Draw your best weapon, please. Barter. Obviously, I'm going to need you to carry some bullets. So you can have 4. How much do I have total? 5? Okay, you can have 3. There you go. And you can just keep this. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and now we'll grab these bullets so we have something for our deagle. If I recall, there's really not a whole lot in these tents. We could go check the turlet. Let's go check the turlet. It's open air, so I highly doubt anything is in there. There's got to be somebody in here, right? I don't want to initiate combat because I'll take for my total AP. And now Ian's standing in the way. Maybe I can still hit this guy. No. Fine. God damn it, Ian. Fudge! Sanyigzi! You son of a bitch. Ah! Oh, here they come. Oh, this isn't good. Gotta go. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here. Yeah, I really have to leave. Cons, attack! No, don't attack. You missed. Yeah. Ow! Stop it! Ooh, I should not have done this. Oh, I gotta heal. Ian, stop missing! Ow! Uh-oh. Haha, you missed. Ian, buddy, I hate to do this to you, but I gotta leave. There you go. Goodbye, sir. Oh god, he's taking on Garl by himself? He's crazy! You know what? That bitch hurts a lot. Yeah, I broke your nose. Ha ha ha! Take that. No, Ian! Don't run, you coward! Kablam! Oh, shit. Okay. I'm regretting giving away all my food. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, we are getting our shit pushed in. missed. That was your first mistake. Here! Run! Oh! Oh! A critical hit? I mean, it's... Oh, God. It really is the only thing I can do right now. Let's continue to run. You son of a bitch. You were killed.
Not
Yeah,
even the carrion eaters
I think that was
are
the
interested
Deagle.
in your radiated corpse.
Wow, thanks, Ron Perlman, you jerk. When's the last time we saved? No! Oh my God! Chat! Why didn't you tell me? Well, we learned something today. Shut up, Jazz. I know. It's so funny that you say that, too, because everybody who was playing the Fallout TTRPG in the earlier levels were like, I died so easy. And it's like, dude, it's Fallout. And they're like, I played Fallout 4 in New Vegas and that never happened to me. I'm like, no, this is like a TTRPG Fallout. Like, it's gonna hurt. Shut up, PC Manager. Which means we didn't go to Bob's. I don't think we're going to get the Bob one again. I think it's going to be a different random encounter. Ah! No! God damn it. Oh, yeah. I don't know why you're not using a gun. No, this is the worst place to save. This doesn't help me. Rat Scorpion time. Great, when I die, I'm going to be in the middle of a Rat Scorpion fight. This is just what I wanted. If Ian dies, we're fucked. Oh my God, we might actually be totally effed. No! No, wait. We do want to do targeted. Again, I'm going for a shooter build. Let's do that. Okay, I critically wounded it. It was almost not worth it. Nothing else, no bodies, nothing cool, nothing, just open.
There was much rejoicing.
Yay! Just open bullshit. How did these things, you know what? This is why I think that Fallout 4 adding burrowing rat scorpions is actually quite brilliant. Because there's a lot of times that the rat scorpions show up and it's just flat desert and it's like, what, did I just see the rat scorpions and walk right up to them? Like, am I stupid? We're gonna put the pistol away. And I'm gonna talk to this guy. Thank Dharma you're here, Wanderer. My girl, Latandi, Eridish's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the raiders have her. Who are these raiders? They're going to the southeast. Please hurry. I don't know what they'll do. Okay, I'll get her back for you. But first... let's run over here. Hello! No. I need to go over here. Merchant man. What do you know about rad scorpions? I have a sample of the rad scorpion poison. Can you do something with it? I thought I already did that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, actually barter. I want all of these. This is going to be a money maker. And in exchange, I will give you all of my hollow points. Or my armor piercings. And you can have this. Okay? You can keep that. No. I'm going to take your food. I'm also going to give you a few of the stim packs that we got, because honestly, you need more than one. And then I'm going to hit offer. It's hammer time! Now, use your best weapon. Done. Tell me about... You know what, actually, barter. Let me do something real quick. Where's your knife? You know what, on second thought, I want you to give me all of these. I only want you to have... Oh, he did equip it. He equipped his best weapon. I'll take that. I'll give you $54. I don't care. Just give me that. Okay. So now he's got a spear if he does want to do melee. It's late. Come back in the morning. I'm looking for Tandy. Can you help me? Tandy is gone. I find this hard to believe. Maybe she ran away with Seth. I know they've been eyeing each other lately. Erdish was always a little bit too prude. Perhaps it was too much for her finally. I don't think so. I think she was kidnapped. How awful. If that's the case, I hope she's not hurt. Who else is looking for her? Many people, including myself. If she's hurt, it could be bad. Take these. I hope you won't need them. Yay! I think I just got some stim packs. I got one stim pack. Okay, now we have to go to Pip-Boy, and we're going to wait until morning. And then we're going to wait for 2 hours. And then we're going to go back inside. Sir, I have a sample with the rat scorpion venom. Done. Done. I have a sample. Done. Done. How many of these do I have? 7 more? Oh my god, chat. I'm sorry. This is going to be a while. Done. So the thing is that the scorpion tails weigh a lot. Oh, come back in the... Okay. Can I barter? I know they weigh a lot, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to go all... And then, because I don't want to spend my money, because I'm cheap, I will give you the rest of these scorpion tails. I'm going to give you this. And you're just going to give me this. And yeah, I'll eat 20 bucks of floss. That's fine. Thank you. We're done. Now we wait for the next day. But I need your help. Are you hurt? No. You will be if you keep me from my sleep. Now come back in the morning. Fine. You know what? I don't like the way this guy talks to me. I don't like his tone. I don't like his tone. So we're gonna do this. Sneak. Let's go into sneak mode. Oh shit! Save scum. Fine. I'll come back for that shit. Just you wait. Just you wait and see. Oops. Let's wait until morning again. As you can tell, I'm not too worried about the vault. 2 hours. Close. Let's go in here.
Thank goodness you came. I am in my people.
We've already
are not
gone through
skilled in
this. Who
Seth,
could have
and
taken her?
please
Okay, I'll check
talk.
it out. Done. Please talk to Seth. Actually, I'm not gonna be talking to anybody. It's the wrong tone. He does this again. He's stabbing in the face with Mr. Handy Buzzer. That's right. You better. You better get my back. We are gonna try this again. We have just a little more time before I have to leave. No. Jesus. I forgot anytime you click on the map, your guy just starts going. All right. Ooh, you know, let's do this. Ouch. I love how he's like, fuck. Reload. Intern. God damn. Okay. And then we're gonna get him some leather armor too. So let's go over here and do what we did before. I could have negotiated with them a little bit if I, you know, didn't have this rifle. How dare you? Yikes. We're just absolutely obliterating these people. Hell yes, dude. All right. Come on out of your little hole. No, you aren't. No! Tanny was killed! I forgot about that part. I do have to talk to them. I just got Tandy murdered. Without the NCR. Yeah, instead, I bet you Aradesh, because Aradesh was the founding member, I bet you he'd make the Caesar's Legion next. Let's talk to Aradesh. We'll stay unarmed. We'll walk up and talk to the guards, see what they had to say.
Thank goodness you came. My people
tried
are
to
not
save her?
skilled in this. Already 3 sets.
I'll do it.
Please.
Okay, I'll check it out. Done. I didn't realize you have to. Well, I don't think you have to. We could have bum rushed. Once I get in here, I'm going to save. I think we could bum rush them if we tried. Save game. Save game under Scream. Let's wait until morning. Ah, okay, I can't rest in this location. The dead walk the earth? Why does everybody think I'm a ghost? I don't remember this part. Then again, I've always just iced them. Oh! Lore unlocked. I've never seen this before because I've always just murdered them. Wow. Now we need to lie to him. You should not have done that. Don't tell me what I should have done, Father. I rule the cons now, and you are but worn meat. I still live. I can see you standing before me, but I don't believe it. What do you want? I want the girl set free. Now. I want riches? So be it. Release this Shady Sands woman and escort this one out of here. Go. Oh, God, I gotta take her back. Come on. Come on, Tandy. Or do I have to talk to Tandy? Tandy, why are you going back in your jail cell? Tandy! Let's get out of here. Where are you going? Oh. Okay. Well... that was easy. You silver-tongued devil, you. You know what's good about a silver tongue? It just buys you time. Our entire town is thankful for destroying the rat scorpions. Thank you. What else can I do for you? Nothing else, I guess. You don't care about Tandy.
Hi. I was afraid that you were gone and I wasn't gonna get a chance to thank you for rescuing me. Oh, that was great! Action, adventure! Anyway, if there's anything that I can do for you, you just ask.
How about you and I, well, you know, get together?
Sure,
Two more
I guess.
questions.
I've never been out of here, so I don't know what help.
Well, that's it.
Thanks for talking.
Okay, bye. Now we're gonna go talk to Aradesh, and he's gonna be like, oh, 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 brave one.
I will be forever in your debt for your courage and bravery, Wanderer. Here is your reward.
Thanks. Can I ask a few
Certainly.
more questions?
What do you wish to know? Until we meet
okay.
again, my friend.
And that is it. That's all you need in Shady Sands. So we're gonna go to character. Oh, wise one. Character. We need to beef up our character. You know what? I'm thinking maybe we should up sneak. Yeah. This is what we're doing, chat. we're gonna go try it again. And then we're gonna go pay the Great Khans a visit. And we're gonna go to skill decks, and we're going to enter sneak mode. And then we're gonna go to skill decks, and we're gonna try to... Oh, wait. Save the game. Haha! Please don't take my things. Okay. So I'm still not good enough to steal. Confirmed. Let's go. We're about to get filthy, stinking, fucking rich. So, Tandy's back. Shady Sands loves us. And now it's time for us to leave. Ha! Hey guys, I'm back. Oh, okay. My strategy of putting a bomb down wasn't gonna work. And we'll retreat. Ian, you're missing because he's... whatever. Ha-ha! Uh-oh, I missed. Sir, that was very foolish of you. Ouch! That guy's got a deagle. Okay, we're gonna have to heal. You know, maybe I should just go for body shots. Oh, okay, hang on. We got a way out of this. Oh, wait. Good. Grab that, grab this. Done. Done. Grab that, grab this. All of it done. Hey, barter. Will you wear one of these armors? Because I didn't see you put it on last time, and that did make me sad. Give me 54 bucks. I wonder if he'll actually use it, though. I need to change formation. Stay close. Done. I'm probably going to regret that because he's probably going to cock block me quite a bit. Shit, I know what to do. You're supposed to steal from your companions. I just remembered that. Because if you steal from them, I don't think they care. In Fallout 2, there's a take all button. The more you know. Ew. That's what I wanted. Come on, bitch. Okay, this is a little ridiculous. She did. Ew. All right, I'll take these bullets, the deagle, the armor, and the money. Done. Then I'm going to search this body. No. I need you to change your formation. Moderate distance. Done. Yeah, so step off my shit. You're literally blocking this body. Ha! I still got it. No. Now, those throwing knives are worth a lot, but they weigh a lot. So, that's why I'm not too keen on stripping them of everything. Bullets, drugs, those are all useful. Yeah, let's take the gun. I'll drop it if I have to. Jesus Christ. Here they come. You know what? Let's reload, because I like our position. I don't want to go too far. You can't escape. Hi, girl. Say, buddy, you wouldn't shoot a man, would you? Ah, lovely, I miss you. Oh, he's got brass knucks, dude. Please, no, 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 no. Ow! Ow! Stop it, Ian! You shot me! Ugh! No! God damn it, Ian. Well, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to take on the cons the next time we come back because holy shit, Ian done murdered us. So what I like to do is I'm going to save the game and we're going to save over this one and we're going to call this Gotta Kill Cons. Done. We will get them all. We will get them all. Okay, let's go ahead and exit the game. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this was a shorter stream than normal. It was almost 4 hours, but unfortunately, I have some shit to do. But let's give a shout out or a raid. Actually, first, YouTube. Thank you all very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, you can hit the subscribe or the like button. You could join the Discord, which is in the descriptions, or just kind of keep your eyes out between like Thursday and Sunday. That's usually when I'm streaming. It does look like I'm going to be starting a job with a slight schedule change, so it might be Wednesdays to Saturdays if that occurs, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you all so much. Have a good one, and we'll see you on Thursday. And then for the rest of us, we are going to go ahead and find somebody to raid so that you can get 250 channel points. Thursday, we do have Project Zomboid with the guys. And then after that, on Friday, we'll do